Bailamos, no. Rónate te do que no puedo que. Por lo quiero que no puedo que. Rónate te do que no puedo que. Por lo quiero que no puedo que. Rónate te do que no puedo que. Por lo quiero que no puedo que. Por lo quiero que. Por lo quiero que no que. Quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo quiero que, por lo quiero que, no que, pero ya no logro, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo quiero que, por lo quiero que, no que, por lo que no logra. Que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo quiero que, por lo quiero que, no que, pero ya no logro, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo quiero que, por lo quiero que, no que. No logro, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo quiero que, por lo quiero que, no que, por lo que no logra. Bailamos, 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 no. Bailamos, 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 no. Por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que.
Salute to the chat. Salute to all the brothers. That music make me homesick right there. Shout out to all you guys, man. It means a lot having you guys support. Hello, and welcome to the show. So tonight we are doing a collab. Me and my brother will get on vacation time with Ryan. We're going to jump right into it. Let the brother get on here. But this is what it's all about, man. Us building a community. You know, I'm trying to bring balance to the force. There's so much hate right now in the travel community. I want to bring the balance back to getting back to what we're supposed to be doing anyway. We got into this to escape the plantation, not to bring the plantation with us. Many brothers bring the plantation with them wherever they go, but I'm not one of them. I'm about building the brotherhood. So we're going to let my brother come on. Brother Ryan, we will jump on, and it's just going to be a collab, an interview. Then I'll open it up for some other brothers, but I want to hear his story. Sometimes you got to hear other people's stories, because I always say, man, my experience in the DR is my experience. Your experience. This brother will share his experience, and I want you guys to support his channel. The link is in the description, and he can drop it. I'm quite sure he might be showing this on his channel too. Support the brotherhood. We all we got. Let me tell you something, man. If we don't do it, nobody else will. And too many of us like to sit on the corner and complain instead of making things happen. So we're gonna make it happen over here. This is different. We the new type of brothers here, man. We're gonna make things happen. So without any further ado, I'm gonna bring my brother Ryan on, man. Salute to you, brother Ryan. Appreciate you joining the channel. So look, I want you to first, before we even get started with this interview, I want you to first let the brothers know about your channel,
What's
what you're
good?
all
What's
about,
good?
and then we'll get into some questions. Go ahead, my brother.
What's good? What's good? Sorry if I'm having a little delay. I'm trying to get the audio on point. Yeah. So what's good? Yeah, man. So my channel is called Vacation Time with Ryan. Um, I started it because I'm not new to traveling, but I am new to the travel space on YouTube. So I've been doing a lot of traveling. And I started a different YouTube channel where I was interviewing people like in South Florida and everything like that. But when I seen a lot of the bros going overseas and the way that they was talking and moving, I said, man, I want to be a part of this. I'm like, I got to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of experience in Santo Domingo.
All right, that's what's up. That Santo Domingo hit different. But look, let me ask you. We're gonna start with the question, man. What
Sure.
what made you go to Santo Domingo? What's the initial thing that made you go there? Why Santo Domingo?
Okay. So if you want me to bring it all the way back, um,
Bring it back.
I started. Okay. So you want me to start from the beginning? Beginning?
Yeah, go ahead. This your origin story.
All right. So I got a lot of cousins in Canada, and I started linking with my cousins. I usually go to Canada like at least once a year. So he said, "Hey man, you should join us. We be going on trips and stuff." So he was like, "The next trip is to Puerto Plata," and so at the time I had a girlfriend, and I was like, "Nah, she ain't gonna like that or whatever." So, but I joined the group nonetheless. And the guys, I seen what they were sending in the group. They were sending baddies left and right. I said, yeah, I want to be a part of that. You feel me? So, anyways, fast forward, I broke up with my girl. I said, all right, now it's my chance. So I jumped on Tinder and I said, let me see what's going on in DR. So I put my thing in DR and I met a young lady from Santiago. And I was talking to her. She was all right. She was cool, but like she wasn't as active. So I kept swiping while I was dealing with her. Like, we was talking, we had like a little phone thing going on for a little while. But I ain't travel. I ain't go and see her. To this day, I still never seen her in person. She was cool, but then I met another chick. The other chick was like active every day, sending pictures, talking, everything was going smooth. So I said, all right, I like her. Um, but she still was kind of young. She was kind of young. This was like five years ago, and to
Hmm.
me, she was kind of young for me. Then I met my ex. She came in. She came in speaking English. She came in just with the vibe. She was always available. Everything was on point with her. So I said, man, I gotta see her. So and plus, she wasn't asking for any money. She spoke English. She didn't ask me for any money. Beautiful girl. She was always available. We was on video chat for like 12 hours a day. Like I'm talking about all
Wow.
day. Or whatever. Yeah, because I had gotten a little accident or a little car accident, and I was at the crib a lot. So long story short, the pandemic had hit right there. So boom, that kind of just slowed everything up. Um, So I had bought a flight to go see her. I got turned. I went to the airport. I got turned back because of the whole pandemic situation. So, anyways, fast forward like a month later, I was able to go and see her. So I went to go see her. She waited for me at the
But
airport.
look, she was in Santo Domingo.
Yeah, yeah, my fault.
Okay,
She was in
okay.
Santo. Yeah, she lived in Santo Domingo. Um, so yeah, she lived in Santo Domingo. I went to go see her, and this is after talking to her for like I think we talked on the phone for like 2 months straight, and I'm talking about like really got it in. Like I really got to know her inside. Like those 2 months, I got to know her more than I would get to know a chick here that I was talking to for like a year. Cause we talking like I'm talking about like 12 hours a day, like nonstop. And she did during the pandemic, she had got like pushed out of her job or whatever. But she had got her job back. Like after a little while, she was working from home. All right, bet. So cool. So boom. I go over to Santo Domingo. I was supposed to stay for like a week. So what happened right before I went to Santo Domingo, I had came up on some money. It was a lot of money because I had gotten in a little car accident or whatever, right? So I had got my settlement, which she didn't
Oh,
know
snap.
about. So that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now you
so
did it
which
right.
she didn't.
Don't.
Say it again.
Now I say, man, you did it right. You say she ain't nobody.
Yeah, yeah, she didn't know about it. Like it wasn't a money thing with her. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So that's what made me feel good about it. And plus, she was working. She had her own apartment. That's another thing I ain't mentioned. Her own apartment. She was working. All that good stuff. She told me she only had one previous boyfriend. I met her when she was 21. Um, Everything was just perfect, man. So I go over there. I meet her. Everything was just amazing. Like I got to the crib. This was my first time in Santo Domingo. I got to her apartment. She lived in Villa Maya. I get over there. She had like balloons. It said like "Welcome home, Ryan." All this stuff. I was like, "What? What's going on?" She had bought me like a platter with like cheese, crackers, and all kind of like Dominican snacks and all kind of different stuff. Man, it was crazy. Like it was overwhelming. I had told her like what was my favorite car, my favorite. She asked me what was my favorite gun, all that stuff. So she had made a picture of me with my favorite car next to it, and I told her I don't know why, but she said my favorite gun. All that was in the picture, and she had put it on the wall. Because some of the conversations we had, I was like, with some of the American chicks I dated in the past. I said I would never be in a situation again where I let a woman like I go to live with a woman or go being on a woman's territory where she could tell me to get out, because that happened with my ex. So she wanted me to feel at home. So she did all that. She decorated the crib. She was like, "This is your house. This is your place. Don't ever feel like you're not at home." All that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, everything we hit it off good. Came time for me to leave the first time, and she was like crying, like she was crying, she was sad, everything like that. And I had all this money, so I'm like, well, technically, I really ain't gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? It was the pandemic, so you remember there was a point. Well, I don't know how y'all took it. I wasn't scared to travel during the pandemic, but there was a lot of vibes in the world where people thought like, "Hey, man, this might be it. Like, this something real." So I was like, "Man, F it. We in a pandemic. I'm staying." You know what I'm saying? So I stayed. Fast forward, we upgraded apartments. I'm basically living there. I'm trying to start a business in DR. Like I'm trying to like open a restaurant or Airbnb, something. Like I'm like, all right, I got this money. First, after I blew through like, man, I probably blew through like 20,000. I'm like, all right, I gotta slow down, chill. Let's try to open up a business. Let me try to
Wait, wait,
get
let's
my
hold
brain.
on. Let's stop it right there. How did you almost look? Now look, I'm not shooting at you because I did
No, no.
our stories are similar. Our origin stories are definitely similar. So look,
Okay.
explain to the brothers how because when I went with 100 G's. So how did you almost blow through 20 G's? If
Okay.
you don't mind
So
talking about it.
no, of course, I'm open. All right, I'm gonna tell you how, but then I'm gonna give you the long drawn out answer. But first, my initial thought is I don't know how, but in reality, basically, basically what happened. Okay, boom, I went over there. First quarter, I get there, it's hot. Like I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, oh no, I'm not used to this because a lot of them ain't got AC. They just keep the
Mhm.
windows and the doors open. So she had that vibe, like window open vibe. Even though I live in Florida, I ain't used to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got AC everywhere. I ain't used to that. So I said, hey man, let's get an Airbnb. So boom, got an Airbnb. Then, I was like a kid. I was, man, hey, let's get another Airbnb. Okay, let's go to Punta Cana. Let's go check out Airbnb in a different city because everything closed and we bored and I ain't never seen this much money in my life. So I'm like, finally when I got a little money, everything's closed. And the only thing there is to do is restaurants. and Airbnbs. So we traveling throughout the DR, going to lakes, beaches, Airbnbs, restaurants. By the time I look up, blew through like 5K, you know, and out of this money, man, the only thing I can remember like tangible that I bought was, I bought her like a little speaker. I might have bought her like some makeup or something like that, maybe some clothes, and I bought myself a little speaker too. That's it, man. It was straight eating out, finding little things to do, going on little mini trips and stuff like that. Really, that's it, man. And the flights, I would sometimes go back to Florida, just dip in real quick, spend like 2 3 days with the fam, and then come right back to DR. You know what I'm saying? So, th- yeah, that first like 20, that's really all I can remember doing, man. Just moving around throughout DR, just exploring the country, and going to every restaurant in town, 'cause that's all there really was to do.
Yeah, I came during COVID too. So that's why I say our stories are similar. I was cutting up. I came there, man. Let me tell you. When I came into the DR, man, it was like Hurricane Rona, man. I came Louisiana hurricane. Let me tell you, man. I was not used. I'm gonna be honest, man. We're gonna keep it a buck right here tonight.
Hmm.
Let me tell
Hmm.
you. I had came out of a long-term relationship in the United States and I got free and I got wrapped in a typhoon of this American dating cycle now. It was like everything hook up, hook up. So I became accustomed to just hooking up with people and just so when I landed in the DR, man, I was like a colonizer, man, for real. I got a whole bunch of money. I come in there and so many women I'm meeting. I'm talking about the women were very nice. They were cool. If I went into any kind of supermercado, just anything, spoke to somebody, started talking, they give me their WhatsApp. And I was like, wait, because chicks in the US a little bit hard, man. They're a little bit hard, man. And
Oh yeah,
you ain't
oh
no
yeah.
you ain't LeBron James, man. You got it a little bit difficult. Now you could date women, but not the kind of
Right,
women we talk. Now, see, you got the experience like I have. You've been exposed to the type of women I'm talking about. A lot of
right.
men, they don't understand the type of women that you can deal with in the DR. So when I went there, I just had sold a big house, 100 G's that I can spend. This ain't 100 G's I gotta save. So I come there like that. And I
Wow,
rented a place for $800 a month on the ocean. And bro, I was like, I went
wow.
crazy. I couldn't even handle what I got into. I was going crazy. I'm talking about every night a different chick. I went
What?
now I'm used to it. But so I understand that. So I came during COVID too, spent a lot of money going to all kind of restaurants, doing this thing because truth be told, if you got money in the DR, you are at the top percent. You can do
Absolutely.
just like our athletes and stuff in the States, they got a lot of money. Our actors, the people, you're like that when you go somewhere else. Dudes don't know that. They don't understand these feelings. But if you
That's
don't
a
keep that
fact.
money rolling in, you can go broke. You got to have money coming in because it's not about trickeration. People think men spend all their money up on tricking. It's the lifestyle. So now years later, I live kind of in the middle of an expat and a Dominican. I live in the middle now. I know how to manage my money. But when I first came, nah, man, I was like Pookie on New Jack City. It keep calling me. I was doing it like that,
Exa-
brother. Yeah, the floor is yours, brother. Finish your thought.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was, man. I was over there. I fell in love with just, being away from home. I fell in love with the young lady. I fell in love with the vibes. But yeah, so we running through money. Eventually the money started, it started getting lower and lower. So finally, when did I really wake up? I think I woke up for real, when I went through like 50,000. Once I went through like 50,000, I said, nah, bro, this is impossible. I said, nah, this is impossible. And that honeymoon phase, when the honeymoon phase was over, my joint lasted like probably like a year and a half. So once the honeymoon phase was over, we start arguing a little more. I ran through like 50K. I said, damn, I think it's time to go home. I think it's time to go to work. I think it's time, what I'm saying? Like, Shorty ain't helping me start a business for real, for real. It was the pandemic, so it was hard to really do because We tried like a little Airbnb thing, but like people wasn't coming into the country. Like
Yeah, it
people
was
was
the
kind of
worst
scared.
time for any of that.
Yeah, exactly. I should have invested in some property. That's where I messed up. But you know, it is what it is. I learned. So all right, so boom, time to go back home. I spent like 7, 8 months with her, like for real, for real. You know, I would just go home for like 3 days at a time. Like I think the most I went home for was like a week during the time when I was living with her. So all right, boom, time to go home, time to start working. You know, it was all emotional. You know, it was depressing. I fell into like a deep depression because I blew through a lot of money. Um,
Yeah, but
so
was
what
it the
happened?
money? Well, look, was it the money? You missing her? You missing the country? Which
Man,
what was it?
it was all of the above, brother.
Okay, okay.
It was all of it, you know. So I'm not used to long distance relationships, hence as to why I was staying there, you know, why I stayed with her. So boom, now I'm forced to do a long distance relationship because I blew through 50K. I'm not about to blow through a whole nother 50K. So I said, all right. So I come back home. My plan was to open up a car deal, like a mini car dealership. Things was still hard to move through. It was like towards the end of the pandemic, so it was still hard to navigate. Um, so what I did, I went and got my security license. Cause my homeboy is a security guard. He said, hey, you know, they pay decent or whatever. You know, you can sit there, you can talk on the phone and do all that good stuff. So what happened was I spoiled Shorty, and like I tell you no lie, she's a good woman at heart, a very good girl. She only had one boyfriend. She would do any like she would cook, she would clean, she was feminine, all that good stuff. I spoiled her so much in the relationship, like a year and a half, like nonstop spoiling her. Just good treatment. When I say spoiled, I wasn't buying her like Birkins, but like I was treating her good. I was paying for everything. I was paying all the bills. It was just good treatment. You know what I'm saying? Something that
Hmm.
she wasn't used to. She worked for herself. She paid all her bills, so she got used to that. So when stuff hit the fan and I had to get back into grind mode, she had got. I say, and I told her this. I say I Americanized her. Like I brought my ways to her, and I ain't let her be herself. And I kind of like I say I Americanized her, and that kind of like put a dent on the relationship. So while I'm over here, we just arguing the whole time. I don't know if it's because we miss each other. I don't know if it's because the money started. I started having to like make smarter moves with the money.
Hmm.
You know, we haven't really been put in a situation where we're at distance. So all right. So at first I started coming every month to DR, once a month, taking a vacation, boom, once a month. Then it started like every other month. Then I started like it started slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. But we would argue more and more. Towards the end, long story short, almost 4 years in, I just got tired of it. I was like, man, you know, this ain't gonna work, man. I'm trying to keep up with the lifestyle that I created for you, and I like bit off more than I could chew because I was like I was paying her bills, which is not a lot of money, her bills, but it was based off all the bread that I had in the beginning. And now I'm at home grinding, and she's like all spoiled and used to a certain lifestyle. And then she started, I don't know, she was moving like an American chick a little bit. So I told her, I was like, man, I think you got too used to how I was treating you. I'm not liking it. I say, if I want to deal with an American chick, I'll get one here in America. But you're not gonna be talking back to me like, nah, bro, that wasn't part of the deal, bro. The part of the deal was I'm gonna get me a feminine, beautiful chick. And
All
now
right. Well,
you
hold on,
moving
hold
like
on. Give us one example of what you're saying that she did like in America. Get a brother's one example because listen, this is important.
absolutely.
These kind of conversations. So men who have not traveled yet, they're listening to this. They're gonna go through these experiences. So you're helping people now. Give us one example.
All right. So boom, I'll give you an example. In the beginning, she painted like this super do whatever I say type of a vibe, right? So I got used to that. But just as well as she probably got used to how I was spending my money. So she started going out a little bit, like, and it's normal, especially here in the States, but I wasn't used to it because she kind of spoiled me too. Like she was up under me. all the time. So when she say like, "Oh yeah, I'm finna go with my homegirl to whatever bar," I'm like, "Bar? What you like? I met you. You wasn't going to bars. You feel me? Oh, but what do you expect me to do? Just sit in the house all day? Da, 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 da." And I'm like, pick up a hobby, go to the gym, do it XYZ, XYZ. I'm like, look, you can go wherever you want to go. I never tell a woman what she can and can't do. I was just saying, like, I ain't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Bars, and next thing you know, you going to clubs and all that. So that's one example. She'll like say, yeah, I'm going to a bar. And I say, you can go ahead, have a good time, do your thing. But I just say I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not really feeling that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. So we used to argue a little bit about that. Um, I'm trying to think. Another one could be like she might take a picture I don't like, and I say, all right, bet, cool, do your thing. But if you're showing a little too much skin, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like that. Especially, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm just gonna be honest. Like around that time, that's kind of when Kevin Samuels had blew up. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
know what
like
I'm
I
talking about.
like Kevin. I like Kevin.
So
Rest
I'm
in
in the
peace to
midst of
Kevin Samuels.
right. Rest in peace to the brother. So I'm in the midst of watching this, watching him like starting to subscribe to his kind of mindset, and not too tough because I am my own man, but like I'm like, well, I got a chick living in DR. Like it has to be some part of the deal that makes her above the women around me. You know what I'm saying? Because my exes, they're attractive women. I'm over it. I'm with you because of personality, because of what you bring as far as femininity and the Dominican vibe. So I'm like, if you're gonna be going out all the time and talking back to me and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So we used to argue about stuff like that. So her going out, she might post a picture I don't like, little things that you would argue with a girl around here about. You get what I'm saying? And she started talking back to me in a way that I'm not used to. I start getting a little attitude, and I'll be like, "Why you talking to me with an attitude? Oh, I don't have an attitude. You have an attitude." I'm like, bro, like, where's this coming from? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
I'm
Let me
like,
ask you a question. How
yeah.
so you said she was in her early 20s. How did she learn English? She learned from college or she learned from
So she worked. All right. So she worked at a resort in the past,
okay.
like before she met me, but she worked in resorts for years. So
Mhm.
she was learning English, French, and whatever other language. But when I met her, when I tell you I have voice notes in the WhatsApp. When I met
Mhm.
her, her English was like real bad. But throughout the relationship, like I don't want to take all credit, but if you start speaking English all day long, it's gonna improve.
Yeah, yeah.
Now when we, you know what I'm saying? So now
Mhm.
when we talk, she could speak clear English. But when I met her, like she was saying goofy stuff, like her English wasn't that good.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, she started getting when she met me, she started like, oh, getting that motivation to go better her English and all of that. And that was another thing we argued about is I'm like, ain't part of the deal being with a Dominican chick is I would learn Spanish. So I was like, I'm like, why I don't know Spanish after 2 years? Like, and we would just talk English all day long, all day long. When I'm going to learn, like now, the Spanish that I do speak, I taught myself. Like she has no credit for that. And the chicks that I talk to now is the reason why I speak a little Spanish or whatever.
No, but
But
I'm not gonna fault her for that. That's your fault. You gotta
that's my
try to
fault.
yeah, that's your fault. You gotta try to
A
dive
hundred.
in a little bit. Now, my old lady, she speaks English too, but she tries to talk to me in Spanish. We speak Spanglish in the house more than ever. Like we have words, but um she's on me a lot. She leaves me alone. I walk through the barrio and I learn through the culture. I walk around talking to
Oh yeah.
people, I say my words, they laugh, they know. And you know what I like about Dominicans in our neighborhood? They
Mhm.
treat me very well. They know I'm from the States now, but these guys will say, "Oh man, you say it like this, you say it like that." So I make them laugh. We drink beer. They buy me beer. I buy them beer. But man, with these women, sometimes man, you can't spoil a woman too much. And look, over here, there's no judgment. Adam did all these same things you're talking about. Brothers done it, and I learned from it. If you want my AC, you got to do some work for me. That's how I am now. Listen, man. Look, the woman I had in the United States was so bad. She made it bad for Dominican women and women all around the world. So when I came in that mug like Lex Luthor. I'm like, hey man, if you ain't smashing, adios. That's just how I was, because that's just because of the woman I was with. I learned that being a nice guy get you kicked in the balls, you know. So I'm not really too nice to women. Even the woman I got now, I mean, she's a principal. She'll tell you right now. Nah, he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, look, I'm gonna take care of you, take care of me, but if you do something I don't like, adios. Like that. I will walk away from you like you was a piece of gum under my shoe. That's just how, man. It sounds bad now, but look, you're looking at a man in his mid-40s who done went through. I'm not 20. I'm not 22 years old. I done been through. I done been married. I done been through all this stuff to pay child. I done got my butt handed to me. So I view women, like I always say, like serpents. When I see a snake, not all snakes are poisonous. Some are constrictors. Some of them, maintenance snakes. They eat other bugs, frogs, whatever. But I treat all of them like they're poisonous. So when I see women, whether they're in the DR, whether they're in America, wherever they at, I treat them all like they're poisonous. Now you're good with me. I'm gonna rock with you, but I ain't putting you in front of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you did it right, man. You
But
had the knowledge.
You learned that too. You learned it. So finish the story,
Exactly.
big dog. I know the brothers want to hear your end of the story.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. So, okay, I'm back in the States. I'm working. I'm grinding out. Like now, I'm grinding. I'm working 2 full-time jobs. I'm grinding it out 80 hours a week, and I'm trying to maintain the lifestyle that I got her used to, because she keeps claiming that she quit her job because of me, when in reality, I told her, if you quit your job, I'm gonna have you back, because you making $600 a month, and I'm like, that's cake. I can give you $600 a month, but I said, obviously, you gonna have to try to make something shake. You can't just be at home sitting around like you young. So anyway, she quit her job because she said it was stressing her out or whatever. So I'm trying to maintain the lifestyle that I created for her, and man, I just felt like my back was against the wall. Like I was just more stressed, more arguing. And the last trip, I could tell it was kind of ending because we were arguing too much, man. The last trip, I lined up a couple other, I lined up a couple other girls just in case stuff go left. And it was Christmas of last year. Oh, let me tell you. Oh no, wait, I skipped a part. Let me tell you why. What was the last straw for me personally? She had gained weight, right? And she did. When I met her, she's slim, beautiful, nice body, got nice back, all that good stuff, right? And I loved her body because it was natural. So she had gained some weight, maybe like 20 pounds, but it was like a lot in her stomach. And she you could tell, like, she looked like a different person. So a lot of people was asking her, like, yo, you pregnant, you pregnant? And I told her, like, I love you the way you are. I ain't got no problem with the way you are. I'm saying we both gained weight. I gained weight, she gained weight. We gained weight together during the pandemic, laying around doing nothing. All right, cool. I'm like, yo, let's go to the gym. We can go to the gym every day. Let's get it out the gym. No, I don't want to go. She want to get a surgery. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more popular in their culture. But I said, nah, bro, we don't do surgeries. Like, let's get it out the gym. Let's go to the gym. I didn't lost weight before. I didn't gain weight. Lost it and gained it again. Let's go to the gym. Let's go play basketball. Let's go to the gym. Let's sign you up for volleyball. You say you want to learn how to swim again. Let's take swimming classes. And I'm offering all this, and I'm gonna pay for it. And you not working. I'm paying your rent. All you gotta do is get up and go to the gym every day, and that's it. You could lay around all the rest of the day. Nah, she don't want to do that. She don't want to go to the gym. She say, "Oh, she got asthma and da da." I'm like, "Come on, bro, with these excuses." All right, cool. Long story short, she had she went for a loan, and she got approved for the loan, and she went and got the surgery on her own.
Oh, that
But
BBL, like the women getting.
it's not necessarily a BBL because she didn't do nothing to her butt. It was just like a liposuction, right?
Yeah.
Because she just sucked out the stomach part. I mean, we could people call it a BBL, but I get technically, BBL is where they do something with the butt too.
Yeah,
But she already had.
they take it from the stomach and the
From the
side, put
stomach.
it on the hips and the BBL Ronin. BBL Ronin. You know,
Yeah,
I've dealt
bro.
with a couple of them, so I know how it
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, so all right, so this what happened. So she had caught a hernia. She had a hernia. It
Mhm.
started bothering her real bad. Like she was like getting sick. And I'm over here grinding, and I ain't got money to spare like that. But the doctor was like, okay, to get rid of the hernia, it's gonna cost $2,000. So, and I've been telling her like, if I come up on some money, I'll pay for your surgery, even though I'm against it, because I see how much it means to you. Because she just laying around depressed because she gained weight. Oh, babe, we're going to a restaurant. Oh, I don't want to go. I'm fat. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you look good. No, you're just saying that. All right, bet. So she got this hernia, right? And it was gonna cost 2,000. I ain't got it, but guess what? I'll pull into some money that I ain't supposed to touch because it's your health, and I want your health to be good. That's one thing I'm always gonna put before anything is health, right? So she said, I'm not gonna go do this surgery if I could just get the lipo while I'm there, because the doctor said, you know, if we throw them like an extra like 5,000, something like that, the extra like 4,000, she can get the surgery she wants. I'm like, bro, you have a health issue. I want to take care of the health issue. I'm not worried
Wow.
about you trying to get your little lipo
Mhm.
surgery. That's not what this moment is about. You're sick, you got a hernia, let's get rid of it. So she's like, nah, I don't see the point. I'll just live with it. Whatever happens, if I die or whatever, I don't care. I'm like, come on, bro. You're acting like a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And that's how she was. And she was dead serious. She was like, I'm not going to get it. If I can't get the surgery that I want with it, I'm not going to do it. Whatever happens to me happens. I'm like, bro, like you acting like a 10-year-old. You feel me? So,
But it sounds like you liked her. Like, you know, when we like a
oh yeah.
woman, man, men are dive through through windows. You know, we'll hide in the bushes. We'll go through
Yo,
hell for a woman we like. You know, I will always love you. Sha-la-la-la-la. So I'm just
yo,
thinking with the look. I done it, man. I understand. A lot of
man,
brothers who in here, look, a lot of brothers who might be joking with you a little bit, because the brothers is all love. So the brothers might
right, right,
joke with
right.
you a little bit, but we all have found a Delilah in our life that we will do things for. I just told you my ex just got me ready for DR before I got there. When I went through to a woman a million times worse than any woman in DR. So when a woman in the DR came at me with something, I'm like, you know, I had a
It's
woman I
light
live
work.
with like that already. So I went through that. So I understand where you're coming from. There's somebody who you care for. You care for the woman.
Yeah, she had me, and that was my thing. I was like, I went in there already, nose wide open. So I already like was like had like all in love. So I done did some things for this girl. So like when she would act unappreciative, I would like really be upset because I'm like, all the stuff I done did for you. All right, bet. So she went in and applied for the loan. And I'm thinking like, man, go ahead and apply for the loan. You ain't gonna get. I'm thinking in my head, you ain't gonna get it because like she had just got a car loan. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm paying for. So
DR gonna
yeah,
give it to you. It's not America. They're gonna get them women them loans, man. They give it.
right.
They get them loans. You can go. Woman can go right now anywhere in DR, and they're gonna look at
I
her.
didn't
And all
I
she
didn't
got to
know
tell them
that.
she got an American boyfriend.
That's it. That's it.
She
That is
tell the
literally
people, listen. She go in there. She tell them she got her Western Union Poppy. Oh no! You say, look, that's my song,
man.
Poppy. You say you love me, but you never ever give me no money, 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 money. So she sang that song to us, and man, that's a song that
Man.
they hear. And boy, I mean, and look, the banks, DR. I'm gonna say this, man. DR crooked in a good way. It fit me good because I'm a little crooked like a roach leg. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little crooked, so DR fits me good. And but the system, like a lot of expats, kind of push the system because look, let me tell you something, man. My first trip in Santo Domingo, bro. I'm riding from the airport and I need to get changed. I'm in there with my Uber driver, and we
Right.
was gonna go to this one of these Caribbean places and get change for me. And man, we see a Western Union, and the Western Union is round the corner. I'm talking about it got some baddies in there, the whole line. And I asked him, I say, I asked the man, what's going on here? He said, oh, he said, today the men in your country must got paid. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, yeah, most of these women got foreign boyfriends from, United States or Canada. And Ryan, I'm gonna tell you, man, that line was wrapped around the freaking corner with women getting money from dudes. Like the dudes was sending. And look, I have given women money, so I never will shame a man. I have done that before. I understand the bear traps we can fall into, but is it really a trap? She making you feel good. I mean, look, as long as you're on the island, I'm all with it. And you do whatever you want with your money. My problem is when brothers do go back to the States and you ain't coming back right now, and you sending money like that, they will drain you dry. These chicks, you got to find the right one, because a lot of these chicks will come through there, man, and they get, like you said some key words that people listening to it. You say you trained her to that, and you made her like that, so she started getting this lifestyle. Because a lot of these chicks don't have air conditioning. I've met chicks who have no air conditioning, no nothing. I'm bringing them to stay with me in these beautiful neighborhoods. They get accustomed to it. Next thing you know, she thinks she's Marilyn Monroe, and she's they put the pressure on you to continue their lifestyle. No, Butch, you go back to the barrio. So I'm a little bit more thuggish, rugged bone. Not the thuggish, rugged bone. I'm thuggish, rugged bone now. While I'm with you, while we here together right now, I order, mofo. I order. You okay? But when you go back to the barrio, I mean, it is what it is. So that's a fact. All right, brother. Go ahead, brother.
I spoiled her, but to that point, yeah, I spoiled her, man. I gave, like, before I came the first time, she wouldn't take money from me. She was like, no, it's independent, whatever. She wouldn't take money from me, but when I got there and we got comfortable, she seen how I was moving, just going here, going there, paying. She got comfortable. Yeah, so I did spoil her. I did that to her, and she even tells me, like, to this day, she like, you're the one who was doing all that, da 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 da. All right, cool. So yeah, so towards the end, that was it. She got approved for the loan, and she said, "Oh, I got approved for the loan, da 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 da. What do you think?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What do I think?" She was like, "Yeah, well, I want to know what you think. It's up to you at the end of the day." I'm like, "How's it up to me? You went and applied for a loan. I don't want to say behind my back because you did tell me, but." I'm like, so what are you planning? I'm like, you want to do it, so just go and do it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, but how do you feel? I'm like, bro, don't worry about how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You obviously you won't die if you don't get this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go do the little surgery you want to do. So I said, go ahead and do your thing. Even though I know I wouldn't approve of it, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? The relationship was already kind of like going downhill with the arguing. And I was kind of looking for a way out anyway. So I'm like, if she really go through this, I have a feeling, it's going to kind of mess up things. So, all right, boom. She went and did it. Boom. Went and did the surgery. And she was kind of like by herself after the surgery. And it's a hard, I didn't know these women go through like such a tough recovery process. You know what I'm saying? And she was like alone. Every here and there, a friend would dip in and out. So I went over there for a little bit, not very long, to go help her out. When I'm talking about the process was crazy, I'm talking about she peeing in a bucket, like can't barely walk. Got to rub, yeah, you gotta massage her like 2-3 times a day, and it was terrible, man. It was terrible. It's like she didn't really got messed up in an accident or something, and she's recovering. That's how it is. So I'm helping her and all of that. But I'm in DR and I'm like, dang, this is supposed to be my vacation. So the whole time I'm like being her little slave, and I'm not used to that. So I
Boy,
didn't
she
say
must have been
anything.
pretty. She had you wrapped around that finger, boy. She must have been pretty.
Man, I was just trying to do what I thought it was the right thing to do. So I'm like trying to help out, but I guess she could see it in my face that I'm like kind of annoyed because I'm like, man, I'm working 80 hours a week. I want to come and lay down. I even told her, I said, I'll pay somebody to help you so I can enjoy my vacation. And she's like, oh, you don't want to be here. You can go, da 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 da. I'm like, I'm not saying I don't want to help you out. I'm just saying I'm literally offering to pay somebody to help you so I
Mm-hmm.
can relax. I'm like, what's the point of a man that works 80 hours a week come over here to work more for you? You know what I'm saying? When I'm offering it, just find somebody, I'll pay him. This is DR. I'm sure somebody will do it for cheap.
Hell yeah, they'll do
Um,
it for cheap.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, I don't want just anybody coming in my apartment. Da, 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 da. I'm like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, bet. So I said, all right, bet. I'm gonna help you out, whatever. One night we got into a it was a big argument, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess she was taking these strong pills that had her in her feelings crazy, right? But I'm not gonna give her that excuse, but I guess that's what it was. So she asked me to go, oh, can you go get me this? And I had just laid down. I had just laid down. I'm dead tired.
So
And
you
so
at
I'm
you
like,
at you at you at her house, or she at the
I'm at
Airbnb with you or whatever?
no, I'm at her crib.
Okay.
Every time I went, like I stayed with her. So
So at
I'm
least
at
you
the
got to
crib.
save money with that way. You got to save a little
Oh
money
yeah. Oh
staying with
yeah.
her because you stay in these Airbnbs, it can juice your pocket. So you got to make sure
It's
that you're definitely doing something like
it's
that. So you
way
did save
it's way
money. So
cheaper.
it balanced a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
It was way cheaper because now when I go, yeah, night and day. It was way cheaper. So yeah, so I go to lay down after after a long day of helping her and stuff, and I lay down. I even asked her. I said, "You need anything before I lay down? You know how I be. You need anything before I lay down? Nah, I'm good. All right, bet. I lay down. 5 minutes later, oh, can you help me? I'm just like, I'm like, like you know what I'm saying. I'm trying not to be too whatever because I know she in a tough state, and she's like, I'm here. Like she snapped on me. She yelling at the top of her lungs, I'm here, dying and da 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 da. And nobody wants to help me. And you the whole time just sitting there looking like it's the end of the world. And the time when I thought you would be so like sweet and like loving towards me, you're just like treating me like I'm a dog and like you just can't wait to leave and da da da. So she's snapping. So, you know. I returned back. I said, hey, hold on. I said, calm down. I said, look, I ain't disrespect you not one time. I said, I ain't come over here. I didn't say a word to you. I did everything you asked me to do. But if you're gonna stare deep into my face and try to see my face expressions and then feel like, oh, like you don't want to be here, I'm like, you're reading into it the wrong way. I'm just looking at it like, dang, I didn't know it was this bad. Obviously, I didn't even want you to get the surgery to begin with. Obviously, it's gonna be a little vibe, but like I'm doing everything you asked me to do, but I'm like, yo, don't yell at me type. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she lost her mind. She's like, I can't believe you. I can't. And oh man, if I tell you this part, boy, they're gonna kill me in the chat, boy.
They're gonna kill
So
you. But listen,
they're gonna
listen,
kill
man.
me in the
Over
chat
here
for
we
this
keep it
part.
up. They gonna kill.
But I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it
No, look,
100.
listen. Over here we keep it 100. Look, the brother. Look, now look. Let me say this, brother.
Yeah,
Over here, it's with me is no judgment zone. I done did so much crazy stuff. I don't judge nobody. I got a video coming out in a few days by me smashing a woman auntie. So I done did so much crazy stuff myself. So I would never judge another brother. You keeping it 100. One thing I like
I'm
about
keeping.
you keeping it 100. And here's why we'd all them simped a little bit. We them did things. When we like somebody more, look, I said this the other night, man. A PIMP told me years ago when I was a kid, when you like a person more than they like you, some of them
Yeah,
might take advantage of it. And that's kind of what them happened to me in my life before too. That's why now I'm like Darth Vader. So because women tell me, look, Dominican chick always tell me, you worse than Dominican man. Because I would cheat on you, I would do things. Like they always tell me that. And I have a
yeah,
pretty good situation, but she tells me all the time. She watches me anywhere I go. And like, so I flipped the script on her. Now she watches me, and the women I'm dealt with, they watch me. They don't know what the hell I'm doing because they know I'm liable to go and smash something. So we're gonna get to how your dating is now. You just finishing off this point,
Right.
you know. So,
That
man,
yeah.
y'all
Oh,
get a
trust me.
brother his love, man. The brother keeping it a buck. This is
I'm
something
keeping
y'all
on
brothers
it. I'm
got to
keeping
do. He
on
keeping it one. And look,
it.
subscribe to the brother channel. He makes good content. I think he's doing a good job. Respect the brotherhood, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
But so this part right here, and I get she lost. I've never, by the way, I have never seen her like this. From all the years we was together, she lost her mind. I tell myself it was the medic because she was on some crazy medication where she was like falling asleep in the middle of like while we talking type. But anyways, nonetheless, um, so she was yelling at me, and I said, "Hey, like chill, chill, whatever, whatever." And then she's like, "I can't believe you, da 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 da." And so I'm like, "Yo, I'm being cool, like chill." And she stood steady yelling again. I'm just so I can't remember what I said that triggered her. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it obviously was nothing compared to like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, I'm over here. All the stuff I done did for you, I done been paying for everything, this, that, and the third, and you coming at me. Like, I'm like, I don't work 80 hours a week trying to help take care of you, and you yelling at me, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of snapped back, and she was like, I can't believe you. So she can't walk, she can't move. So the
Yeah.
only thing she could do was grab whatever is next to her and try to throw it at me. So she grabbed the piss bucket and went to throw it at me. She
Wait.
missed. Yep.
She
Oh,
tried
I
to
said
hit
they're
you
gonna
with that.
kill me.
Look, she
Oh, I
tried to
said
hit
they're
you
gonna
with that
kill me in the
coochie
chat.
spray. Wow,
I
she hit
said
you with
shit,
that
they're gonna
coochie
kill me in the
spray.
chat. So
Wow.
she grabbed her little pee bucket. Thank God she missed, and it wasn't like fill or anything, but there was like a little bit left in there because I would clean it out after every time she peed. So she
Wait,
threw
wait,
it.
wait, wait. You were dumping it for, man. She should appreciate you for dumping
Man,
that,
I was dumping the
dumping the
pee
spray
bucket,
for.
and I was cleaning it out.
Man, you a
So
real one. You a real one.
I'm
Look, get
telling
that
you,
brother his salute.
I'm telling you, I'm
You a
telling
real
you.
one, brother.
I'll
You a
tell
real.
you. And mind
Uh,
you, I'm doing all this, and she basically telling me, I cannot
mm,
believe that you acting like this. And I'm just like, what? And I'm like, oh, you're making a little face. I'm like, you worrying about faces I'm making. I'm not used to this. I never took care of nobody. I ain't never take care of my own
yeah, man.
family. You
Where your
know what I'm
grandma
saying?
at? That's what I'm asking. Where your grandma at?
Exactly. You
Your
got a
abuela.
whole
I'm gonna
mom.
pay your abuela to come over here.
She has a mom in her 50s. I'm like, you got a young mom. She could be over here taking care of you.
What her mom look
Anyway,
like? We might want to holler at the mom.
nah, mom's is good. I just spoke to her mom yesterday. Mom got love for me to this
Oh,
day.
so you still
But
linked up with the family? You know, you
with
still.
with the fam loves me. The fam, but I get into that. But so all right, boom. So she threw that at me. I said what? So I walked out the room. I'm like, ain't no fucking way this girl just threw a piss bucket at me. So I leave the room. She yelling and da 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 da. She can't really move like that. So I sent her a text. I said, I can't believe you trying to basically attack me, throwing a bucket with pee in it at me. That's the top of the line level of disrespect.
Yeah, that's
90,
disrespect.
90, you know what I'm saying? 90% of men would have probably slapped you, but I said, I'ma just I'ma do the most gentleman thing I could possibly do, and I'ma leave. I
Mhm.
said, you know what? I'm gonna call your homegirl over here just to make sure you have somebody here because she couldn't walk, like she basically couldn't
Mhm.
walk without help. So I said, I'm gonna call your homegirl over here, and I'm leaving. That's gonna be the end of, you know what I'm saying, this trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm out because I will not be disrespected like that. You know what I'm saying? I let a lot of stuff slide, how you was talking to me, but I said, you know what? She's sick. I just kept saying, she's sick. Let it go. She's sick. Let it go. But that right there, I said, nah, bro, we're not doing that. That's
Yeah.
worse than I'm like, that's worse than my American exes. I'm like, you wildin'. I'm like, you big wildin'. So I hit up one homegirl. Her, mind you, this is her homegirl. First homegirl, she's like, oh, her boyfriend has like an event, and then she's like, what's happening? Why are you trying to leave? So I told her homegirl, like, I ain't like put it into detail, but I said she's over here trying to fight me, and I'm trying to help her. You know what I'm saying? So her homegirl was like, "Oh, Ryan, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that, and you work so hard, and you're on vacation." Her homegirl understood the assignment. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I said I appreciate it. I'm saying, but I said, all right, whatever. Let me try another homegirl. Other homegirl doesn't. This homegirl hates me for whatever reason. She doesn't respond. After that, she sends me a text and tries to be like, "Oh, I can't believe I can't believe you." Da 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 da. I said, "You can't believe me? You just threw a pea bucket at me." And she's like, "Oh, it didn't hit you." I was like, "I don't care if it hit me. You
Yeah, I'd have been
threw
gone.
something at me.
Yeah, I'm
You
gone.
threw." I'm saying, imagine if I threw something at you as a man, as big as I am. Imagine if I physically tried to like attack you, bro. I'd be in jail. So I
Yeah.
said, nah, like you big, you wild for that. So I said, I'm trying to find somebody to come here because I'm not that grimy. I'm not gonna leave you on a bed alone. You know what I'm saying? Because then everybody gonna look at me like, oh, I can't believe him. Oh my god.
Shit,
You
they
know
don't know
what
English. I'm gone. I don't care how they look. What you did, I'm gone. But look, all
I'm
right, adios,
saying?
adios. Man. I'm telling you, man. But I understand. Again, we not judging you. The chat gonna mess with you a little bit, man. But look,
No, hey, it sounds. Listen, I deserve it. It sounds crazy. It sounds
no, it's
crazy,
real
but
though. A lot of
yeah, it's
brothers saying
real.
they
It's
appreciate your honesty because listen,
right.
a lot of these ninjas gonna come at people, but they them did shit worse. And we done done things before. That's part of your learning lesson. It's part of your journey. You get into
Yep.
things, man. Like I just
But it,
don't believe in being nice with women. Every time I've ever been nice to women, I got kicked in the balls. But look, I always tell this story. My mom is a good person, but boy, she loved my stepdad more than anything. My stepdad was a terrorizer. He slept with every woman in our neighborhood. He was a good provider, but he had access to all the women. So he taught me things that is bad. So that's how I view the world too, kind of like that. I have simped out a little bit myself, but simping don't fit me too good. I just
yeah.
don't. I feel bad and like. But right now, you're helping somebody who's gonna go through. Somebody's gonna meet a chick like that. You're helping them right now, and this is a good thing for you to keep it a buck. So I want you to go through, finish this off, and tell us how your life is now dating. But go ahead, brother.
All right. So yeah, to end that, nobody came, so I stuck it out for the last day, and then I left, and then I went back to Florida or whatever. So boom, get back to Florida. So now I'm like, all right, now I'm like, I'm in full like savage mode. So I'm over here doing my thing. Like I'm over here because I go out at night and I interview chicks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm meeting chicks over here. I'm doing my thing over here. I'm like, you know what? It's a dub for me. She ended up she apologized and all that. And I said, no, you good. I just said like you good. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I ain't tell her like it's a rap type, but I was just like, I'm done. Um, Another trip, fast forward, I think it was like the last straw was because at that point the relationship was over. You know what I'm saying? But she was still trying to hit me up and I was still like keep it cordial with her. But the last time I went to DR, I met up with her and she was like, on this whole apology like tour, trying to like fix everything, da 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 da. So I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna kick it with you. I'm gonna try to like just chill one last time. And we argued again. And then she was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go home. I can't do it. I was like, all right, bet. So I called my backup chick because I had a chick lined up, and she came right over. And funny story. I had the chick over, you know what I'm saying, whatever. While I have the chick over, somebody buzzes in at the security gate from the Airbnb. So security's like, he talking Spanish, so it was kind of rough. But he's like, you got somebody here for you. And I said, no, I don't. But I think it was my ex. I think she was coming back, probably trying to like apologize or do her crazy. But I'm with the new chick now. So I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not doing it. So security was like, "You're not expecting nobody?" I said, "Nope. Whoever it is, just tell them it's not for me. Don't let them in." I said, "Don't let nobody come in here for me." And I ain't gonna hold you. I was kind of scared. I don't want to see like two girls fighting or no girl trying to kill me because I got a new chick over here. So that was the last. That was the last I heard. I just,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? I dubbed it after that.
So you
And
got that out of your system. You learned from it. So, have you dated women in Dominican Republic after?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
So
so you let the wolf come out when you went
oh,
back after that.
when I went back after that, I ain't know how to act, man.
Okay.
I ain't know how to act. So all my life, I had never. I'm gonna keep it a being. I'm gonna keep it 100. I never like. I never paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
pay to
never
play.
paid for it. Pay to play. I never done that. Never.
But you paid, but a different way. I
In
call it
different
kind of
ways. In
whitewash.
different ways.
Yeah,
In different. Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. In different ways. So when I went back over there, I said, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'll experience the pay for play. I'll run through everything. It doesn't
brother
even
went
matter to me.
savage life.
I'm talking about. I was trying to make a record to see like how much damage I can cause in one day, and it was one day where, and these in the beginning I was just dealing with regular chicks, just regular chicks. I had one chick up in Boca Chica. No, I had two chicks up in Boca Chica. These are both regular chicks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to them like, we getting to know each other or whatever. One chick, long story short, super Christian, goes to church on Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, like, and she looking for like a husband. She's only had one boyfriend ever. So I said, oh, this chick is like, she trying to get wifed up. You know what I'm saying? So when I met her, just boom, boom, boom. Crazy. Like she wouldn't let me leave. Like we did like 4 rounds. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't be with her. That was crazy. Cause I was expecting the total opposite. You feel me? And she just unleashed the dragon. And it was
Unleash the
crazy.
dragon. Brother turned to Bruce
She,
Leroy.
it was
You had the
crazy.
nunchucks. You had the nunchucks. Look, he turned a mango inspector.
I was like,
Shout out to the
and
brothers,
then
Trickeration Nation.
so I sent her home. She was like, send me a location. Oh, when I want to come back with you. Da da da. I said, nah, I got to go meet with some friends. Da 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 da. And that was it. I ain't see her again after that because like
Mhm.
in a weird way, it kind of turned me off. Like 'cause I was like you painted this total opposite picture. Yeah, I would expect that from one of the other chicks. Like she was wild, man. So I'm like, you're a little too fake. I can't deal with that. Um, yeah. Then I went to another chick, did the thing with the other chick, and these are chick I ain't paying $1. I
Yeah,
promise.
but look, how you meeting them? The brothers want to know how you
Tinder.
meet. You meeting them on like on Tinder. You ever use Dominican Cupid? I like Tinder a little bit better than Dominican Cupid because Dominican Cupid now them got a little bit too grimy to me. It's real
I
grimy.
I I didn't. I never really used Dominican Cupid. I heard about it one time and I tried to use it, but the problem
Used to be
is
good, but it them definitely changed.
I didn't. I never used. I never met anyone off there. I downloaded it while I was in Florida, and then when I tried
Okay,
to like use it in DR, it had my location in Florida. It just I didn't
okay.
understand it, so I just deleted it.
So you
Long
use
story short,
Tinder. How
Tinder
many
is
women linked up? How many women messaged you on Tinder? Because I got like so many. I couldn't even count
man.
all of them. These
Exactly.
dudes don't
I
understand in the
couldn't.
states.
I could not count. I could not count how many
Yeah,
girls
they
in
don't
Tinder. I
understand.
had I had so much chicks on Tinder that I couldn't meet them all. And I'm talking about regular girls. Man, I
Yeah.
swear I wouldn't lie. Even the Christian girl, she wouldn't accept. I tried to give her, I offered her money. She didn't want, no, I don't want your money, da 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 da. Other chick wouldn't take money from me either. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm lining up different girls because I know how the game is. Like girls, I'm used to girls flaking because I live
Yeah.
in Florida. So I'm
Florida
lining
got
up
some
like,
beautiful women too, though. You're
oh yeah,
surrounded
oh
by
yeah.
pretty. Florida got some baddies, man. Good
But you
Lord.
know the problem with the girls here is they're all models.
Yeah.
So, they expect you to spend 500 on the first date.
God
You know what I'm
damn.
saying? No, that's real. That's real. Unless you don't mind just hitting something that ain't really that cute, or you get those
Mhm.
all day. Those
Yeah,
come all
that's
day.
now look, right. So you're saying something that you know. us guys like me and you and the brothers in the chat, we know us
Right.
guys that can travel and do things. What the plantation bros don't understand is we can sleep with women look like their wives. They say, oh, these guys going over here, they can't get no one. No, anybody can get Big Shirley who you got. We all can sleep with the woman you got.
That's
we
a
want
fact.
something better than Big Shirley. So here's where I think that the simping comes in, especially in the black community. These dudes simp so hard for them Big Shirleys, man. The woman you're talking about, any one of them dudes would have did damn near the same thing. I can guarantee, I already tell you right now, a Dominican woman in her 20s will make a cat knees buckle. I'm gonna tell you that.
Man, if I show you,
now,
if I show you this chick, I
already know. I got the experience myself with it, so I know how we can get caught up with different things, man. We all can get caught up with it. I'm gonna read the super chat. We got a couple of them right quick. My brother, Men on the Move, man. Shout out to Men on the Move. Make sure you guys go follow his channel, man. He is a solid brother. That's my boy right there, man.
Appreciate you, Man on the Move. Oh yeah, I watch his channel until he cool.
Yeah, Men on the Move, man. That's my boy right there, man. He is he's a solid one. We go right here, Brother Prime right here. Wait, hold on. The brother say, biggest mistake I ever made was telling a woman when I was coming to the DR, was leaving there. Always went to the island. Wait, biggest mistake I ever made was telling women when I was coming to the DR and when I was leaving. Yeah, that's true. I don't tell, like, brother Prime, you're right, man. I don't tell women. I'm like James. Look, I treat women like I'm James Bond. You know, they don't know too much about me. Look, you know what the Dominican women think my name is? Now, my real name is Ronaldo. So I tell Dominican women my name is Ronaldo Calderon. That's my last name. That's what they know me. Now, a lot of you brothers know my real last name. So people know my last name, Ron this, but they say Ron this, but my real name is Ronaldo. I got a Spanish name. So it has helped me tremendously. And let me tell you, man, that's what I tell them. Give women a different name. Let them know this for you dudes that's knocking on women neck and head. if you raw dog brother's name, she gonna come to the American government looking for Ronaldo Calderon. So give them a name, like is your name Ryan. Tell them your name Ryan Valdez. Let them look for Ryan Valdez. So look, brother Eric, man, shout out to you, brother Eric. Look, man, I saw your email, brother. Salute to you, man. We do got to get together. You can make their lives good. They become addicted to the hustle and drama. They can handle the peace. Look, this is brother Eric is right. Look, I have learned I watch women now. You laying in my luxury, you live, because I rented a place in Santo Domingo Este, stayed there for months and months and months, and the women love to be over there lounging in my pool, taking up my AC, but you had to make it clap for me because my other name is Senor. Look, my other name now is Senor Leche. I'm known as the Lobo. I'm the Lobo, but my other name is Senor Leche. I tell them, and I tell them, look, no tengo dinero. No tengo dinero. They ask me what my name is, Senor Leche. I'm Senor Leche. So, and I understand. So when you went back and thank you guys for all the super chat. Thank you guys for the support. These shows are good to for the brothers to get into. Like, yeah, my brother say right here, brother said saying Dominican Cupid is full of them 304s. It's true, man. Dominican Cupid changed. Like when I first, now this is a couple of years ago, when I first came to the DR, and Dominican Cupid was way more different. You had the 304s on there. You had fake profiles, but you also had some solid. Man, I know so many dudes who are married right now to Dominican women they met off of Dominican Cupid or Tinder or all these different places. So you can just me see, brother got an alias too, man. See, it's about having these aliases. I'm telling you, man. I'm Ronaldo Calderon. Look, people would
That's a
People walk
fact.
when I walk around, they say, "Oh, how you know called the wrong?" that's my name.
Hey man.
I got that off of Miami Vice. So that's my name. So look, man, I'm telling you, DR has a lot of things to offer, but you can get caught up and like look, like you spoiled the chick. A lot of men have spoiled the women. So men are coming in newly to the island with these younger women, and men have spoiled them a little bit. And I'm not saying I have made mistakes. I made mistakes too myself. We all make mistakes. So before you answer about
Facts.
the differences in dating, what mistakes you think you made dealing with this woman?
In that relationship,
Yeah, in that relationship, what mistakes you
I'm gonna
made?
tell you exactly the mistakes I made. Really fast. I don't want to forget. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
the brother named Prime. Prime, he the one who
Mm-hmm.
told me to reach out to you. So I don't want to forget
Okay.
that.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Prime.
him. Yeah. So the mistakes I think I made within that relationship, like I was saying, man, there's a few mistakes. First, when I came in, I shouldn't have gave her comfortability to quit her job. That's one thing I
Yeah.
kind of regret because like to this day she still holds that against her. Oh, I had a good job. Da, 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 da. All right. So I shouldn't have gave her comfortability to quit her job. Two, I shouldn't have quit my job. I quit my job here in Florida. I'm gonna keep it 100. I was working at Target. I was
Mm-hmm.
making like, man, I was making like $16 an hour, $15 an hour. And the money I had got, like, man, it took me like 3-4 years to work up. You know what I mean? To work that in Target. But I should have kept the Target job, because I had 2 years with the W-2. I should have got some property. And after the pandemic, I would have made a killing. But I didn't know any better at the time. Um, so boom, I shouldn't have quit my job. I shouldn't have been living in DR without income coming in. So boom,
Yeah,
that's another one. Shouldn't have did that.
that's two. Yeah.
Um, as far as the treatment goes, I shouldn't have put her on a pedestal because their culture is kind of used to the man being in charge anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over there with that American equality mindset.
Yeah,
Um,
that
yeah,
liberal
that liberal.
equality.
Yeah, so I gave her that energy, and women, believe it or not, women are naturally followers. So
Mm-hmm.
if you put her on the pedestal and you give her that treatment, she's gonna react to it in a way that these chicks out here. The reason the chicks around here are the way they are is because of the men. It's not because they're just naturally like that. It's
No, but let
because
me
the
let me say
way.
this. Look, I think that men in America, black, white, but especially black, they have
Right.
they have dulled themselves down to the matriarchy. They just them gived into it, especially black men, because we raised many of us who I had a father and stepfather, but I had friends. None of my friends had fathers. So to them
Okay.
to see a woman being in charge is nothing new. So they automatically go to protecting women, even when they're wrong. Like I'm gonna give you an example, man. Me and my friend was on the interstate not too long ago. We had a traffic jam. Girls get out and start twerking. And I get upset. I'm like, man, look at these chicks. They
Oh
got
yeah.
popcorn bags on their head looking. I'm like, but he saw it completely different. He was like a chick almost. He was like, man, let them girls have their fun. They ain't hurt nobody. I'm like, man, you don't see these black chicks doing this as disgusting, make us look bad as a race type. He looked at me like I was a raccoon. You see the difference? And I was like, I looked at him and said, note to self, I can't hang with this ninja no more because birds of a feather flock together. And I don't
Yo,
even think like these girls was twerking their heart out on Highway 190, and they was out, and look, one of them ain't had no butt. Her wig was falling off
crazy.
like this, and he's sitting there like, yeah, go ahead, girl. I'm like, and it made me feel a certain kind of way. I didn't
That's
like it,
how
but
I
let me
did,
read this.
man.
So we got another super chat with the brother saying, "What are both of you? What are both y'all's income streams? I can't speak for him, but I do real estate investment. I got YouTube channel. I got a clothing website. I got a couple of different streams. But let me tell you, man, it depends on where you're going to live at in the world. I bring in pretty good money from real estate. I have a couple of Section 8 houses. And I'm trying to get brothers to get on this YouTube thing, not just travel. Look, this travel thing is small, man. Like we got a couple of brothers who make a lot of money, but man, if you get into historical, you get into faceless YouTube channels, I'm telling guys, man, print on demand, you can make way more money. My YouTube channel might make anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 a month, but that's enough to live in many places. But you don't own your real YouTube channel. YouTube, if you do something wrong, you copyright somebody's stuff. Like, let's say somebody used one of my videos and I don't like it, they can strike your channel down. Like, they can just destroy your channel. But if you make stuff like lo-fi beats yourself, making different things, AI done made it easy for people to make all the money they want. So YouTube is a stream, but real estate another stream. It's about you paying yourself first. Most people don't pay themselves first. We got one more super chat. My brother B, man, I appreciate it. He say, a Latina will make a man's knees weak. Man, listen, man. Most of the women I've dealt with outside of black chicks have been Latinas. And boy, they will make your knees. It's somebody fine Latina that will drive a man crazy. They will tell you. You want that bang, 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 bang. You like old pops. These women will drive you crazy. It's something about a woman. But I'm gonna tell you. Now you know this, brother Ryan. Have a woman ever told you they wanted your leche?
Man,
These dudes don't know about that leche yet. Y'all don't know about
what?
the power of the leche. When that woman get in your ear and they tell you to give them that leche, boy, you will quiver.
What?
Boy, you will quiver. It's powerful. So y'all looking at Ryan right now. He's dropping the game. That woman was telling him she wanted that leche.
What?
Yeah, my brother.
She didn't have one. She should have had one. But it didn't work out like that. But yeah.
Yeah, but now you've been able to. So when you went back, have you been anywhere else outside of Santo Domingo when you went back? Or you just, because Santo Domingo, really, you don't really have to leave Santo Domingo. I'll tell men this. Santo Domingo kind of has everything you kind of need, like, right, since you went back. You don't really need to kind of leave Santo Domingo, really. By that area. Really, you got kind of everything you kind of need, but
you don't really need to, man. I mean, I've been to, in general, I've been to Jarabacoa, I've been to Punta Cana, I've been to Santiago, I've been to obviously Boca Chica, but a couple of other small cities with her. By myself, nah. I only been there after the relationship. I only been there like 3 times. So nah, just Santo Domingo. After the relationship, nah. Just Santo Domingo, honestly.
Well, how was your experience when you went back after that relationship? With just you unleashing the beast? Then you in that return of the mac and Cheetos.
I've been the first time I went by myself, and then I went with my homie. So me going by myself, I had lined up so much different chicks. This is why I didn't get enough content, because like all day long I'm with a different chick. You know what I'm saying? I got to interview only one girl like in person.
Yeah.
Which is it's funny because that's the one video that did the best numbers. But
I saw that video. Y'all watched that video. He interviewed a chick and doing that. But look, here's why you got to be careful with that too. And I made a video like that a long time ago. Let me tell you, man. Sometimes these women can go back, and if you fall out with them, they can complain to YouTube. So what happened with me? I made a video. A lot of these guys haven't even seen it. I made a video like that. Now she ended up getting married, one of the chicks, and she complained to YouTube, and because the husband and this and that, and they was like, "Hey, you take the video down." This. So that's why I don't show women in my video. So look, people would treat me like I'm a creep camera, like the haters. They're coming in. I don't. That's the reason why I don't show women in my videos, because of that one thing right there. I might put a thumbnail with women, but I don't show women because YouTube is flaky right now. And I'm gonna tell you, because of all the heat they're getting right now with the creep cam things, they're gonna crack down on it. They're gonna, and like people who show their face like you do, like me, you become a public enemy, even though you're not doing anything wrong. So now you're the public enemy of the the Stevens, you know, the Samuel L. Jackson character. These dudes are the one. Look, it ain't really most of the time. It ain't really Dominican people. It's black people. It's black men. The black men will be your biggest haters because
Oh yeah.
nobody watched their channel. You got a video get 20,000 views and they get 200. You think how you think they feel about that? They see you coming home. They don't realize you've been in DR for years. They're gonna look at this new dude coming in here. He getting that. They're gonna see you as public enemy number one. See, because our people think like that. I tell people, black people are upside down tree. I always talk about Kung Pao, that show when they taught the guy went below Kung Fu backwards. That's black people. Our group of people, the only group of people that will let somebody like Umar Johnson represent them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't building nothing, but he's a speak. There ain't no Chinese Umar Johnson. There's nobody, and so not that he should. I'm just keeping it a buck. So they'll look at people like you and me and say, "Oh, they got to go overseas to get a woman," and not ain't that we got to go overseas to do nothing. We go overseas for a better lifestyle, money go further, and I'm not saying all women in the DR are perfect because I done met some way not perfect. I done met some women just as bad as women in the United States, but I've met women also that's 1,000 times better than women in the United States. The woman I got now, I couldn't ever imagine having a woman that I've never had a woman that good. From the time I wake up, my socks iron. Let me tell you, my drawers, my socks. I have never experienced nothing like that. But you know what? She still gets business too. I will go cheat on her in a heartbeat. That just because, and I think they keep the balance.
What you say? She cool with it?
No, it ain't that. It's not that she cool with it. I don't give a damn what she thinks about it. and let me tell you, because of that, it brings balance to the force. I'm not sitting in there considering her feelings. I think that, like you said something earlier, man. You said that women want to follow, and that's how I lead. I lead like that. I don't care about what she thinks about nothing. I don't ask her feelings. I'm like, hey, what do you think about me doing? I just don't. Now she knows one thing. I gotta lock this ninja up before the full moon comes out. So she gonna wear the most sexiest thing. She gonna cook. She gonna do all that automatically because she know
that's what's up.
If I'm outside of that gate when the moon comes out, I'm not coming home to the next day at some other time. And when I come home, she's not gonna argue with me. She's not gonna say this, not gonna say that. She's just happy I'm home. Man, shout out to brother Slide Travels. That is my brother. He's a solid dude, man.
Shout out.
So brother Ryan, so now since you've been back and since you went back, what would you tell men to kind of watch out for? And I'm gonna open it up. Look, I'm gonna open the line up for a few brothers, not that many. I'm gonna let two brothers on at a time. Brother Ryan, you all right with me letting two brothers on?
Of course.
Yeah,
hey, I didn't want to cut you off real quick when you was talking about the interview. You hear me? My fault. Okay. Nah, real quick. I didn't want to cut you off, but when you was talking about the interview, the chick, she hit me up, right? And she actually called me. And so she going in and she's like, that interview we did, I need you to take it down. And at this point, it had like 2,000 views. Yeah. So I said, I didn't give her my channel. I don't know nobody. We don't have no mutual friends. So I'm like, how did this girl see the interview? That was my first thought. And then my second thought, I'm like, why you need me to take it down? She was like, first she said my family saw it and they don't like it. And then she told me like my mom's like, she sent me screenshots of the conversation with her and her mom. And her mom was like snapping. And she's like, oh, that needs to come down. I don't like that. I don't like what you said. So I rewatched it. I'm like, but you didn't say anything bad. And then she was like, yeah, I don't think I said anything bad. I don't know why she's mad. I don't see a problem with it. You know, I actually wanted to go viral. So I'm like, she ain't got a problem with it. I ain't got a problem with it. But she has so much respect for her mom. So I'm like, man, what can we do? And then by the time I blink, it's at 3,000. I said, damn, shorty, it's going up. And then by the time I turn around, it's at 4,000. I said, hey, man, we got to work something out. The video is like, it's growing. And she's like, I'll talk to my mom because I don't see like anything wrong with what I said. So she was trying to like, we was going back and forth for a little while, and then when she seen that thing hit like 8K, she was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Like, I'll deal with my mom.
Yeah.
So that was
No,
a
but
quick
that's real.
backstory.
So you know what I'm telling you. So some man could have told her what it is. Some guy could have saw her in your video and found her
There was
somewhere.
someone in the
Let me tell you,
U.S.
man. Yeah, I'm gonna
There
tell
was
you,
someone in
man,
the
dude.
U.S.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm guaranteed, man, it was a black dude, man. Black men, well, we the weakest link. We the weakest link. Some dude saw her on your channel and said, "Damn, she pretty." He's sitting there by himself, he been slapping on the roost all night. He can't get that, so he know that you done dealt with that. I'm telling you, man, dudes are like that. Look, black men hate. So people always say black on black crime is a myth, this and that. People just hurt people in the vicinity. So what black men will do, they won't see you and they ain't gonna hate on nobody else. They're gonna see you and they're gonna hate on you and say, you know what? I'm gonna find that woman. If boy, you said her name or whatever, they're gonna find her and they're gonna say, oh, you know, this and that. So they make them scared. But that's what happened to me. I'm on a video rubbing on a woman booty cheeks, and the dude saw he goes to, oh man, he rubbing on you on the video. So I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna show women no more. I don't need to. I don't need. I have enough talent to make a video without me showing nothing. I can keep it a buck because dudes got tender pencils. These dudes got tender pencils, man. They just don't hate on each other. I think this is how we beat that. It's by men like me and you linking up, the brotherhood like dudes in the chat, real cats. But there's too many other channels that give these dudes a voice. Why would you give a voice to an agent of chaos? They let these dudes come who don't look. Some of these channels will let men who don't even have a YouTube channel come on there to attack other black men. What kind of man are you to let a man come on? I would never let a man come on my channel to attack another. No man will ever come on my channel and say, I'm about to take shots at this other man. I'm saying, whoa, hold on, partner. No, we don't roll like that over here.
Respect.
You can get your own channel. You can say whatever you want. But over here, this is about brothers coming together. We ain't about that. We ain't about no brothers. That's just how I am. I'm always going to support the brotherhood. So, man, I'm going to drop the link in the chat for a few brothers. But Brother Brian came back with another super chat 489. Should I let my girl know what? Let the wolf out another woman. Look, man, you got to look. You don't owe no woman nothing. Look, brother. Don't tell no. I don't know you trolling or whatever, man. But shout out for the super chat. You don't tell women. Listen, do women care what we think? Look, I'm gonna ask you something, man, brother Ryan. Any woman, do they care what you think as a man? They don't really care what we think.
They don't care, man.
They don't
Deep
care.
down inside, they don't care. They don't care.
They don't care. So this is the power that women have over men. That women really don't care. They're gonna do their thing. They don't care what none of us think about it, and that's why this the part of me that admiring women. They don't care what we think. They do. We don't. But we always got to be like. I made a video yesterday came out about Puerto Plata versus Santo Domingo, but at the end I tell men, hey man, do your thing because people are gonna hate on you anyway. So whether you're part of Trickeration Nation, you say, look, I just want to mess with 3 or 4s all day. Or you're a guy, listen, if you're a black dude and you make videos about the DR, Santo Domingo, where are you in Cuba, wherever you at, and even if you're not talking about women like that, they're going to put you in the same boat as some nigga creek camming. They're going to still put you in. So, and it's black men. They're going to still put you in the same boat. So, hey, man, you might as well do whatever you want. You're guilty anyway. Because these are simple things that hate you. I get that right now. Man, people treat me like I'm walking around with creek cam, putting in chicks' booty cracks. And I'm not doing that. I'm not even doing any of that. I'm just telling my story, what happened to me. But people say, and look, I don't even make that many videos of story time no more like that. People always ask me to. I tell the guys, man, support it because YouTube puts them in limited. I'm talking about busting off on giving chicks Santa Claus beards. I talk about all kind of crazy stuff, and that's it gets to that. So look, I'm gonna let people on coming up, man, because for me, I love the brotherhood. So I'm gonna let Two more people on at a time
All right.
before we stop. But look, before we get on, look, I got a couple questions I want to ask you. Look,
Sure.
with as far as the DR, what would you tell a person? I was just asking you this. What would you tell a man to look out for a first time traveler coming? As far as women, what
Man,
would you tell them to look out for in Santo Domingo?
as far as the women goes, the first time you go there, I'd say, man, if you're gonna go there and you're gonna be there for a short time, and you're gonna tell a chick that you're there for a short time, man, I'd say pay attention to how the chick moves, man. Because if you meet a chick, I like to meet chicks before I get there. That's just my thing. But if you meet a chick when you get there and she know you there for a short time, it depends what you want. If you want pay for play, get in and get out. Some dudes be trying to like lay up all day with the pay for play chicks, and like I don't agree with that because
Mm-hmm.
these chicks, you got to understand what it takes mentally to to sell yourself like overtly transactionally, like they going through it, so they're opportunistic. You know what I'm saying? You might be in the bathroom, she going through your wallet. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the opportunity. It's
Yeah.
not like she's a bad person. So I'd say if you're gonna deal with the paying, like the transactional pay for play, then
Trickeration
get in.
Nation. That's what we call it over here.
Trickery.
Pretty
Okay,
Ricky
trickeration.
Fontaine is what we call them.
If you're gonna do the trickeration nation, get in
Yeah.
and get out, man.
Uh-huh.
Don't be trying to spend all day with Shorty, man. I personally don't agree with that. That's just me.
All right. So regular women, how should men treat like dude coming to Santo Domingo? He met a chick on Tinder. She says she's a librarian or she work at the supermercado or whatever. So how should a cat interact with those kind of women?
If you're looking for a regular chick, let's say you're trying to start something up, you're trying to date her. Vet her, man. Get to know her. Look at her social media. Get her WhatsApp number. Watch her WhatsApp stories. I didn't have plenty chicks disqualify themselves just by
Yeah,
watching a WhatsApp story. Like I'll meet a
yeah, that's
chick. I
true.
said, "Dang, she a nice girl. She a nice girl. She's covered up on her Tinder profile. She seems sweet. She seemed nice. Always talking about God." And then I see her WhatsApp story and she's twerking. I said, "Oh, she disqualified. She disqualified."
That's a
You know
fact.
what I mean?
Look, hey, I got to stop you. You just dropped a gem. Once you get their WhatsApp numbers, watch their WhatsApp stories. You will see the real chick.
Oh
Brother
yes.
Ryan, you just dropped there's some game, right? That's game because I have saw that myself thinking somebody was something
So many
else.
times.
Yeah, and you see them then luxury rooms. Look, you know when it hurt when you in the United States and you looking at her stuff. She ain't answer you. She in some
Oh
luxury
yeah.
place in Piantini. You see her in the mirror. Look, she got that
Oh
phone in the
yeah.
mirror. She like this. Oh, she
Yeah.
busting it open, big dog. Somebody in there
Oh
doing.
yeah.
Yeah,
or when,
somebody they giving her that grimace. They get
or when she
so
talking about how broke she is, and then
yeah,
you see
you
her
ain't
in
that broke.
luxurious. Yeah, you see her in
Yeah,
luxurious locations. Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
met a chick named Keisha like that before, man. Now this is when I was a rookie first coming. I met a chick like that. She was always broke. Now look, I saw her real house where she lived in. Man, she lived in this place, man. They had the metal roof. They had lizards in there. Every time I talked to, they had a freaking tarantula under her bed. So, but
What?
I started noticing that sometimes she was in these luxury places. Oh, me and my friends rented this. Man, y'all couldn't rent this shit in 50 years. So it was the dude. No, but when I got to the DR, I saw, oh, okay, I saw how it went. So I look after that, I respect the game. I do not have any love for. So the brothers say, my brother B, how do you get the West? Oh man, they show it on there. Um, you want to answer this? How do you get the?
Oh, to get the WhatsApp story.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just gotta save their phone number. Once you save their phone
yeah,
number and you go on WhatsApp, just go to story. Then you're gonna be able to see her story after that.
yeah, brother
Unless
B. You
some
see it
some
easy. Some of them
some
block it
girls
though.
are some girls are smart. They will literally block you from seeing their story. But typically girls forget in the beginning because they don't know you, so they don't know what's gonna like They don't know how smart you are as to reading women.
Yeah.
So some girls will let you see their story in the beginning. If they get to know you and they know like you won't call her out for her BS, all she gonna do is block you from seeing her story.
All right,
So
so we got another super chat. The brothers say, Chosen, what percentage is pay per play versus serious gifts? Now I'm gonna tell you about my experience first. I'm gonna let you answer. Look, so me personally, I only had it depends on the city you go in. You in Sasua, many of the women, I'm gonna say 95% of the women are pay for play in Sasua. Maybe
yes, sir.
96, maybe more than that. In Santo
Yes, sir.
Domingo, on depending on the dating site you on. When I was in Santo Domingo, I would say the women I met, probably 60% of the women I met were regular women. 30% were pay for play, and the other 10%, I don't know if they were women or what the hell they were. They were scams. But 60% of the women I met in Santo Domingo were regular good women that
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't have any problem with. The other, but look, now here's the other part of it. That 30% of the women that's pay for play, some of them gonna be bad. They're gonna be bad.
Oh,
And they're
yeah.
gonna tempt you. They're gonna tempt. Does down tempt your boy right now? You know what I'm saying? And it take a real dude to not participate in that. But here's how you get caught. And this is why I get mad with dudes hating on people. You know, a lot of black men always talking about pay for play, pay for play. But they get mad about this. Look, you won't even know if a chick is pay for play because most of them don't even tell you. A woman could just show up at your place, say, hey, we want a date. Oh, we ain't got to
Yep.
go on a date. So I've had women showed up at my spot in Santo Domingo. I'm thinking they regular woman. I said, well, she
Mhm.
gonna meet with me over here. Then we gonna catch an Uber to go to the restaurant. She come show up, said, oh, we don't need to go to the restaurant. We can stay out here.
Yep. Yep.
You don't know what's going on. You thinking, okay, damn, I'm about to get some cheeks like that. And she hit you. You thinking, damn, I ain't got to wine and dine you. We done already went to the finish line. But then she'll tell you what kind of chick she is when she get there. She ain't gonna tell you up front. You don't know what the hell going on. Women just show us how Dirty Diana was. I thank God I met Dirty Diana, but that's how Dirty Diana did me. She just showed up, showed up on her little scooter, and I don't know what, but it's like a lot of these guys. That's why I tell men, stop trying to shame men, stop depolicing men because a lot of dudes coming to the United States, they don't know these women are like that. They just want to. Most men that come from the States, they just want a decent woman. They want something to
Yeah.
replace. Most men want a serious relationship. Do you agree with that? That most men want serious relationships?
Yeah, I believe so. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what most men want, man. So how do you look? So answer the brother question. Pay for play. What from your perspective, what you dealt with? I give my perspective. My perspective was 60% of the women I thought was regular, 30% were pay for play. The other 10% was I don't know, whatever. So what has been your experience with that?
In Santo Domingo,
Yeah,
man, that's a tough question because it's so many layers, like where you meet them,
yeah, it's
right. But
personal.
I'd say 80% of them are not like that overt pay for play where hey,
Yeah.
my hourly rate is this. I'd say
Mhm.
about 80% of them. 20% pay for play. No, not 80. I say 60% is not just regular girls. 20% is the not the pay for play where you hey my hourly rate is this. Is they have this game that they play where they don't want to feel like the pros, the 304s, the pay for plays. So what they do is they play a different game. They
Mhm.
trying to like act like they the good girl in the beginning, and then they start. I had one chick, perfect example. She was a perfect girl, did everything right, met up, boom, 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 did my thing with her. She literally left. 2 days later, oh, I want to take my kids for so and so and so. You think you
Well,
can
wait.
help me
So she
out?
came back 2 days later and did
No,
that.
no, no. She hit me up 2 days later. Like I took her down, and then we talked for hours. Everything was cool. She came to the crib. I was like, what what you want to do? You want to go out? Oh, whatever you want. Whatever you want, I'm here for you. Whatever you want to do. I said, okay, I'm grab a drink and we could chill right here, listen. So, oh, okay. So we chilling on the couch, and she said, hey, do you have a shirt? You have a shirt I could wear? I said, yeah, I got a shirt. So she went in I gave her a shirt. She went in the room. She came back with the shirt on with nothing under, and I could tell it was nothing under. I said, ooh, she know what time it is. So boom, boom, went in the room, did the thing. She left. She ain't asked me for $1. Next day, nothing. Next day, nothing. It was like 2 days after that she hit me up. She said she's with her kids. She don't live with one of her kids. She want to show her daughter a good time. So I boom sent her some money off the strength of that. But
Oh,
the
okay.
game, so you got like 20% of them, they play this game where they don't want to feel like a pro, but they'll
Oh, okay.
treat you good and they'll try to get money on the back end off of you. Like that's how I feel. So I think 60 is like regular, 20 is the ones that's gonna try to get the money off the back end, and then the other 20 is like they want the money up front.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like it is.
Yeah. Some of them will pay the long term. So, Brother Teddy, are you ready? You got to
Yes, sir,
unmute
boss.
yourself. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear. Look like you in the
I'm,
DR right now, Brother Teddy.
yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Santo Domingo. So yeah,
Oh,
I just
yeah.
wanted to make this real quick for anybody out there that
Okay.
thinking about coming down here on a long-term basis, whatever. When you come, going back to the beginning of the beginning of the stream, when you talk about money and income and things, just brothers need to understand that when you get here, if you're making about $2,000, $3,000 a month, you in the 1%.
Yeah.
You in 1%, and so it can be real tempting to spend up your money. Even though you feel like you're in America, when you're in America, you don't, 2,000, 3,000 really is not a lot of money. You get down here, you start spending. So you got to kind of watch that. Because just to make a long story short, I done bought Bevettas, I done bought refrigerators and Alanicos fans and a lot of doors, washing machine. I done bought all kinds
Yeah.
of women, just because they needed those types of things and had the money to do it. So, just kind of watch your money when you're coming down this way. That's pretty much all I wanted to say.
No, but let me ask you something. What are some cost of effective tips that men can use to actually make things better for them?
Right. So yeah, just watch money and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way to Punta Cana this week, so I'll be up there for a week or so and things. Because I've just been in Santo Domingo the whole time, the whole like 2 years I've been here.
Wow,
I
that's
was
awesome.
in Boca Chica for a little bit.
But let me ask you something, Brother
Yeah,
Teddy. If you had to tell brothers that's coming for the first time stuff they need to watch out for before you leave, what are some things that men need to watch out for coming to Santo Domingo?
Well, just be aware of, that you're in another country, first of all. It's not America. It ain't. It's un-American in so many different ways. You got to pay attention to the culture and the way the people do things here. They do not do things the way they do things in America. Basically, there are no rules. I mean, there's a lot of things where there's no rules with some stuff. When you driving or when you just out in public, period, you see people doing things that you would say, what are they doing? This is not something they do in America. That type of thing. Like basically stuff like, traffic. If you're going to drive down here, get prepared. If you're out just walking down the street, get prepared, because people walk out in the street and, that's just it. Jaywalking, man, like no rules to the road. No rules of the road, no rules to the road.
Brother Teddy, look.
So
look, hold on, brother. Make you laugh, man. My first trip in the DR, I was trying to walk the Zona Colonial. I'm staying very close to it. And man, the traffic, I don't know where I'm at. The traffic was so bad. I stood on a corner for about 20 minutes because I wouldn't. These suckers not following no red light. They boom, boom. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So finally, some old Dominican lady and a couple of more people got on the corner with me, and they just walked out. So I got with them right in the middle.
Right.
If they hit these old ladies, I'm
Right.
in the middle. So, and that's how I learned how to cross the street in the especially
Right.
Santo Domingo, because like you said, it's
It's
not
just
like what we used to.
like little subtle things like
Yeah.
like little subtle things like that. Just do whatever the locals do, or do whatever Dominicans do, and you be all right. So you just
Okay,
do
so
what
look,
they do.
let me ask you this: how much you think a man need to, if a guy say, "Look, I'm sick of America," what's the bare minimum I need to live in the DR?
I would say I give it a range like between $2 and $4 grand a month. You know, you'll be all right. You know, it's not a lot of money, especially in America, but you can be comfortable with between two and $4 grand. You may be able to stretch, you know, 1,500 to 3,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can live a comfortable life down here with $2,000 to $4,000 a month.
And what kind of place can a man get if you let's say a man only got $2,000 a month? What kind of life you think he can have with $2,000 a month? What kind of place can he get?
Get something like this. Get something like this. This ain't $2,000 a month. Yeah,
but it looks good.
About $700-800 a month.
Yeah.
One bedroom, one bathroom, got a little, you know, kitchen area and whatnot. So yeah, you get something like this, and then you go over to Piantini and the Naco area, and you know you're doing $1,200, $1,400 a month with a pool on the rooftop and a gym downstairs and all that. So yeah, you can get some a pretty nice place.
So you're saying nice. 2,000, the brother can make it clap. He gonna do good.
Oh yeah. But you might get, you know, what I would say would be over exuberant because you're making that same amount of money, that same $2,000 in America won't go too far. Down here it stretches, so then you're like, oh, I got a little bit of money now, and then you start spending and overspending and all that type of stuff, and then you get with the women who don't have a lot. Like I said, I didn't bought a lot of daughters, you know, washing machines, Nevettas, refrigerators, paid for people's school, paid for these women's school, all kinds of stuff, just because I had a little bit of extra money to do that. Well, just to help them out. So you can kind of watch that.
And the women all treated you good, you know, compared to America.
Well, I've only been with a woman. Yeah, well, let me tell you a story. I kind of have a story. Like I was in Boca Chica when I first got here. I went to Boca Chica, right? And I was just looking around. I tried to look, you know, being conspicuous and not look like a tourist or whatever. So I was walking past this one girl and stuff. I saw her. She walked past me. I saw her. And then I went to the store. I went to the grocery store up the street. You know, I think she was following me around. Then her friend came and, you know, approached me. She, local girl, approached me, said, yeah, I can do this and I can do that. You know, all the sexual stuff. I can do this and I can do that. She first asked me what my name was, and I can do this and I can do that. Me and my friend, we can do this and do that. So it's like I just stay away from that. I just told them no, and you know, just go on about a bit. So that's some things you got to watch out for, unless brothers want to do that. They into that.
Yeah. If you're people in the trickeration, I got you. So you're trying to get away from that trickeration nation. And you know, some people need the trickeration nation. They come from the United States. They just came through a divorce, whatever. But you can meet regular women without having to cross that line in the trickeration nation. I tell men that all the time. You ain't gotta be part of trickeration nation. But if you are part of it, salute to you. No, so we're gonna let my brother right here with Romeo. Okay, brother Romeo, you got the floor, big dog.
Hey, what's up, brother? Shout outs to everybody.
Romeo. Okay.
Yeah, shout outs to everybody in the panel, brother.
Okay, how you doing, brother?
Everything good. Just came on here. You know, I'm Dominican, so I just wanted to.
Oh man, shout out to you, brother.
Share some gems with the brothers. You know, I heard the first question was, what would I say to the brothers visiting for the first time? And I just want to put it out there. You know, my message is for more the brothers that are looking for the quality regular women. I don't really deal with the P4P thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so as far as the brothers going for the first time, I would say for them, of course, it depends where they're going. But if they're going to Santo Domingo, I would say focus on two particular spots, which would be Zona Colonial
Mm-hmm.
and Piantini. The reason I say that is, as far as Zona Colonial, it's a safe area that's always going to be protected, especially for the tourists. Plus, you could meet a lot of quality women there too. Um, as far as Piantini, as well as I think it's more of the upscale neighborhood in
Mm-hmm.
Santo Domingo. So as far as meeting the women, this is the thing. So if you know you're going to DR and you have some time, what I would suggest is hit up these dating sites, and of course I'm talking about these regular women, right? Hit up these dating sites, get the WhatsApp, and build some rapport with these women. So now you have a date, you're going, you have these women lined up. So when you arrive, and I would say logistics plays a big part too. So if I'm gonna stay in Piantini, um, you could get a Airbnb. Me personally, I like the JW Marriott. Of course, you're gonna have to spend a little bit more bread, but it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
all worth it for what your experience is gonna be. You know, Staying in that area is gonna give you access to the upper echelon of women, of the Dominican women. You could easily meet a doctor, lawyer, or just a woman that's from a very good family from the DR that actually has money herself,
That's
you
true.
know, which takes away the hidden agenda, like, oh, she's trying to take away my resources and whatnot. But yeah, if any of the brothers have any other questions, I could.
Well, let me ask you a question. Being a Dominican to yourself, when you come, are you from Santo Domingo? You from that area?
I
Your
I
family?
I stay in Boston. I live in Boston.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so your family, well, were you from Boston? Your family probably from Santiago or somewhere.
No. I'm from the capital though. I'm
Okay.
from the barrio. I'm from La Cañita. That's what
Oh,
it's
okay,
called.
okay. That's what's
Yeah, I'm
up,
from
man.
La Cañita, but I grew up over here in Boston. But
Yeah.
I always go back and forth. I still have a good part of the family over there and whatnot.
Yeah, man. Look,
Um,
what do you think about how fast the DR is developing? Man, it in certain
oh
areas of the DR, it look better than the United States, man. God,
man,
oh,
it's booming,
it's
and
booming.
it's getting to a place where last time I was there, because I go often, I'm like, man, this shit's turned into a little Miami.
Yes.
And what people don't understand, yes, it's a third world country, but particularly in Santo Domingo, you got to understand there is a lot of money in the city itself. You got to
Yeah.
understand, you got a whole bunch of these baseball players with fat baseball contracts and coming back pumping
Wow,
money
that's
into the
real.
city.
Yeah.
So if you go, you're gonna see Lambos, McLarens, all types of shit that you'll see in the
Romeo,
States.
you dropping the game, man. When I
Yeah,
left,
brother.
dude stayed next door to me, had a white Ferrari. So,
Yeah,
man, DR ain't no joke. People think
right.
third world country is a developing country.
So for the brothers coming, listen, with anything, right? So Sua, yeah, you could go to Sosua. It's the comfortable spots for a lot of brothers,
Yeah.
just because they feel they don't really gotta put any type of work, or they could come very relaxed, I would say, and they still have access to a whole bunch of women. Of course, those women, they're on the other category. They're from the
Yeah.
P for P and whatnot. But again, when you focus on these upper echelon quality women, what it does, especially when you're on a trip, you avoid all the grimy shit, because the griminess, for the most part, is gonna come from the P for P women. You
Yeah, a
know,
lot of that. You're right.
right? Why? Because they have their own little story. They're on survival mode or whatever the case is. Another
No,
thing I
that's
wanna
good.
I wanna share is, even with these regular quality women, for say, they still gonna test you. So they're still gonna give you little stories to see where your mind is at. So what is the cheat code going over there? The cheat code is um them seeing you in a light where you're um how would I say this? You know, there's a Spanish term for it, but I'm trying to put it in an English sense where they see you more like kind of like a gentleman, but with street smarts. So that's what these Dominican women will look at. Why? Because if you just look presentable, kind of GQ, they're gonna look at that your appearance. Because in DR there's a thing called Poppy and Wah Wah Wah. In a street sense is Wah 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 is like your hood. Poppy is like your bougie. So what the women, especially the upper echelon women, they would love a combination of both. So if they could see you in that type of
Brother
light,
dropping the game.
if they could see you in that type of light, you're in the game. You could pretty much pull any woman, any quality woman from the DR. If they could see your GQ, but you still have that street smart where they can't manipulate you, and I could tell you a few of the things they could say to manipulate you, try to manipulate you.
Get them, brother. The game is all
right,
yours.
I'm dropping the gems. So, and these are regular women too. These are not P4P women. These are just regular quality women. A lot of them will say, I need data service for my phone. And they know you're going to respond to that, especially if you've been talking to her, right? And you've been trying to build rapport with her. She's going to basically put it, well, if I don't have any data, then how am I going to keep in contact with you and whatnot? So that's one of the things they'll try to throw out there just to see if you'll bite. Another one is, which I think is infamous, yo, my mother's in the hospital, my father's in the hospital, you know.
Yeah, you hear that a lot.
Yeah, and you know, they're gonna try it just to see how you're gonna respond. They'll throw it out there. If they catch you on the hook, they catch you on the hook. But they'll automatically kind of lose respect for you because now they see you as you're not that street smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. So even you being over there, how do the women see you? You're from Boston, but you're a Dominican. How do women treat you when you go back to Santo Domingo?
I have no issues, brother. They treat me great. It's just a matter of not falling into the little pitfalls, you know? Because at the end of the day, no matter what, especially you know, a lot of the brothers say, well, I'm only going for a short period amount of time, right? So that's why I tell them, put in the work before you get there by trying to get the WhatsApp and building rapport. As far as me, I don't make any expectations going over there. So this is my thing. When I go down there, you know what I tell them? I keep it simple. I'm like, all right, let's go. Once I have the WhatsApp, let's go meet for some drinks. And then after that, it's like whatever goes.
Okay.
You know, keep it simple and don't really have any type of vet them, but at the same time, don't have any expectations as far as you know, see where it goes. Start with a drink and then see where it goes.
So you think that many people from America or Canada, whether they're white or black, whatever, coming down to DR, you think they falling in love a little too fast?
Definitely, and I could see why. I mean, you know, if you have a lot of experiences with the different Dominican women, you know, Dominican women, they have this warmth about them that's very captivating, especially for anybody that hasn't grown in a Dominican culture. It's like, what is this? You know, it's very like feminine and just very captivating for any masculine man. You would love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put you in the trap.
Right. And then also, you know, they built, even before the BBL stuff took off, you know, Dominican women were built what you know, how brothers like. You know, they got, for the most part, they, you know, they built right.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this too before I let my brother Black Cleaner get on. Why you think Dominican Republic gets so much hate? The DR is awesome, man. To me, why you think it gets so much hate?
When you say that, what do you mean by hate? Like what?
Man, people shoot a lot of shots Well, look, let's take this a couple points. You got to think with Haiti. Let's say people say anti-blackness, which I don't see. My old lady
Okay.
is a principal, and she's very proud of her heritage. She says also, she tell me, well, look, I have African heritage, I have Taino, and I also have Spanish heritage. She never said that she didn't have any African heritage, but
Well,
Americans hate on Dominicans so hard sometimes.
I definitely have I have a lot to share when it comes to that. You know,
Okay.
I'm pretty much aware of Dominican politics
Uh-huh.
and how, the people, and I even have people in my family that think a certain way. And I could explain it. I think some of the stuff makes sense, and I could see how things get taken out of context,
Yeah.
and then hate will come out of it. So, for example, right now as we speaking, the relations between DR and Haiti, and I'm from Boston. There's a big Haitian
Okay.
community. I have a whole bunch of Haitian friends. Those are my brothers, right? But this is what's going on, which is a sensitive topic, but what I say comes from a good place, so I don't
Yeah.
mind
Speak your
sharing it.
truth. Speak the truth.
Of course, always. The truth could stand by itself.
Yeah.
So this is what's going on. So right now, people say there's a lot of hate between, the Haitians get mistreated and whatnot by Dominicans, this, that, and the other. And of course, they could, anywhere in the world, you could take a few cases where things really just look bad, right? But right now, as we speak, I don't think people are aware that, there's about 5 million Haitians living peacefully in the DR. And what the issue is right now is that a lot of the Dominicans living in DR is, they're saying that a lot of the resources, they can't take on the burden of a big migration of all the Haitians coming from Haiti going to DR. They say, we're a third country ourselves. Where are we going to get these resources? Why isn't the UN and other powers that be, um, USA, etc., not coming in to actually help with the situation? You know, uh, for the most part, they said we've done the most we can up to this point, and it's gotten to a point where a lot of Dominicans on the island feel that the resources are running very thin to the point where it's an unbearable burden for them. So that's where we at right now. And if you follow anything with what's going on in Haiti, it's they trying to figure things out. So that's what it is.
Yeah, which I hope the Haitian man. Shout out to the Haitian people. But me myself, I haven't had any negative experiences as a person from the United States of African descent. We all mixed up with a little something, something, but maybe because I'm a little lighter. But Dominicans always treated me very well. I have such high praise for Dominicans as far as me. But I always say everybody has their own story. But I know people way darker than me who haven't had any problems. But the only problem I ever saw, I was on the Caribbean tours bus one time, and we was heading up to the North Coast, and situation at Haiti had escalated, and they stopped our bus, and they looked, and they asked a couple of people who were very dark for their paperwork. The people gave them their paperwork. They didn't have any problem, and they just kept going. So long as you were legal, you didn't have any problem.
Well, and that's the thing. It's I think we're going through kind of like the same thing over here with the migration situation in the
Yeah.
US. What they're saying over there is you're fine as long as you're in there legally. But what's happening is obviously more to what's going on over here in the States right now, which is it's kind of like a free for all. And um as far as what Dominicans say is, we could help, but we have a right to have our own sovereign nation. There's been a lot of bloodshed for that sovereignty, for the right to have sovereignty, which I could understand. I could understand both sides. It it's hard to stay somewhere where your chances of survival are very slim to none, right? So not
No,
Europe.
you're 100% right. And I love my Haitians. I'm from Louisiana. They got ties to
Right.
Spain, France, Haiti. We got ties to all y'all. So
And then I see some of the comments, some of the brothers, they say the white supremacy thing. I could touch up on that, because
go ahead. You got the phone.
I'm very aware of our history, right? And a lot of the things I don't agree with to this day. You know what bothers me? The whole Christopher Columbus memorial thing that they got. They praising this man that came and just sabotaged our indigenous people, and just killed, raped, and did all the above. So yes, there is some what the one of the brothers was saying, colorism, and that comes from the decades of the brainwashing, right? Because when the Spaniards came in, they pretty much won the war. So when you win the war, now you get to
Yeah.
teach the people what you want them to know, right? As far as history and everything else. And that's where that comes from. So that's what we're fighting now. What's helping it now more is the social economic thing. So now it's more of a social economic thing. You could be dark skinned, but guess what? If you're in a certain level economically, that surpasses all of that right now. That's
Yeah,
why.
you could be dark skinned in DR if you got some paper. You all right.
Right. Look, I mean, look at one of our DR so-called legends, David Ortiz. Very dark-skinned Dominican, but he's loved he's
Big
considered one
Pop.
of our legends. Big Poppy, considered one of our legends.
Yeah.
And it's a big mixture. I could tell you from my own family tree. My grandfather, he's like Big Poppy, big afro, dark skin. My grandmother, she looked like straight up, white girl. She got blonde
Yeah.
hair and green eyes. And then my mother came out like Pocahontas. So it's
That's DR.
that's
DR, like,
for you, right?
like where I'm from is like that. Louisiana, like that. Same way. We have people you might have one family. In that family, you got ninjas, black as night, and you got some bright white, and they all family, they all get along. That's why I like the DR, man. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my brother Black cleaner, man. Thank
I
you,
just,
brother.
I just, Ronan. I just wanna address one of the comments. The brother
Go
said,
ahead. You got it.
yeah. He said, a lot of Dominicans don't claim to be black though.
Oh, right
Um,
here.
yeah. So as far as that, it's just they just really talking out of ignorance,
Yeah.
because if you know better, then you wouldn't even say something like that. Just a very ignorant statement to make.
Yeah, but what is blackness? That's American term. Like, you got people who
Right.
don't understand what American, like a prison game. You got to pick a color, even if you this or that. So it's different. So when you travel, you understand, especially in Latin America, they got different culture, different things. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. About blackness is something created in America. It's not in Dominican Republic.
It's actually
Most
a
Dominicans,
political term that you could
yeah,
look
it's
up
a
in a
political
Black's
term.
Law dictionary. Right.
No, it's true. It's just a political term. Most what we call African Americans are actually mixed. I mean, every African American take a DNA test. They're Irish, Scottish, Nigerian. They even myself. I put my DNA on here. Y'all be like, man, he ain't black. What he is? He out
Right.
here
Right.
cooning. He's something else. He's speaking for us. Look, if I put my real DNA on YouTube, they gonna take my card. They're gonna say I can't speak for black people. So
Also,
not that I'm trying to, but that's what's gonna happen. You
brother,
know
I'm
how
gonna
these
answer
ninjas
one
live.
more question and then I'm gonna pass over the mic. So
Yeah. Oh, go
another
ahead.
brother said, what are some of the other cities that I would recommend besides the capital? That's a good
No, go ahead.
question. So I would say, Punta Cana is known for some of the best beaches in the world. And
Mhm.
then La Terrenas is also another beautiful area, part of the
Yes, it is gorgeous on the North Coast.
right.
I will
And
be there. I'll
yeah,
go back to the DR. Look, brother's texting me right now when you come back. Man, I just got my clearing from the doctor. I land back on the 10th. I can't come to the 10th because we're hoping I can put on a shoe, but if not, I'm wearing this damn boot. I will be back home and I say home because the DR is my home. I love, man, brother Romeo, man, why haven't you moved back to your lineage? The DR
because
is where it's at.
I actually conduct business, so I go very often, brother.
Okay,
So
okay.
what's really holding me over here, I guess the U.S. dollars. Once I figure out a way where I could continue getting those U.S. dollars while I'm still in DR, then
Yeah.
that might be a move. But honestly, at best, I would still do like maybe the winter months in the U.S. Go to the
Okay,
that
okay.
type of thing.
Yeah. Man, you come from a good culture, man. The Dominicans are great people. So that's why I don't, whenever people talk bad about Dominicans, I'm like, man, most Dominicans, I'm part of a Dominican family right now, man. My in-laws, man, my suegra and my suegra, man, they treat me like a
Yeah,
king.
man. Once you're in
I'm
with the
in.
family,
Yeah.
it's a wrap. They're all in. You know what I'm saying? And
They're
it's
what we used to be before, the people came in with that welfare stuff and all that. We worked together as a family.
right.
My mother, I just got off the phone with my mother-in-law not too long ago. I was like, hey, what you need me to bring? What you need? I don't need you to bring nothing, Poppy. I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for you to come home. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's my mother-in-law. She cooks for me every day. But I mean, I'm in like Flynn. I love that culture. But I
yeah,
had the
brother.
same thing with Haitians. Look, I had a Haitian mother-in-law the same way. Like, it's just like American culture is moving away from family values. That's the only thing
Well,
I don't.
this is the thing, brother. What I would hopefully doesn't ever happen is the Dominican women from the island to lose those traditional values, because it's
Yeah.
real easy for them to get what's the word I'm looking for? Uh the Dominican women that are coming from the States to come and kind of contaminate the minds.
Yeah, they can come colonize the mind.
Right,
They definitely
right,
can colonize
right.
the mind.
And they could be very impressionable. So hopefully
Well,
that.
even Brother Ryan talked about it. Even Brother Ryan talked about spoiling a woman a little bit, coming there, doing things. And look, I've done that too. We come with these American and just come from Europe, that colonization mindset that we come in there and we thinking that the people are not right. We're better. This is a European thing that we all have this. We're all part European. We got this European mindset. We come in and we like, hey, you know what? What you're doing is wrong. You need an air conditioner. I'm gonna buy you one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this for
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna do that because I'm this and you're that. So look, the same thing happened in Africa where it was Liberia. Like the Africans, the African Americans went to Liberia with that European mindset too. So a lot of us carry that same thing. So there are many Dominican women that have that American mindset. I met some, mostly on the North Coast. But if you in the capital too, I met some with that mindset that, hey, you need to give me something. Like I say, Papi, you say you love me, but you
So
never ever give me no money. So yeah, I
so
stay away from chicks like that.
so for the brothers actually looking for like a wife, yeah, Santo Domingo, got some good women, but you cannot sleep on the countryside women.
Okay.
The women down in Moca, the women
Mhm.
in Jarabacoa, and the women in our second largest city, which is Santiago, which is known. If I had to pick personally, I would say Santiago got the most beautiful women in the
Oh
island.
yeah, what I tell people. Look, now listen. I give it to La Vega, but Santiago is second. I've met so many chicks from La Vega that's so
Bani too.
beautiful.
Can't sleep on Bani.
Oh
Another
man, yeah,
another
Benin,
place.
yeah. Oh man, all these places are beautiful,
Right.
gorgeous.
So,
Yeah,
you know, yeah, so Zona Colonial, if you're going for the first time, because it's gonna be easy for you to navigate,
yeah.
and it's super safe, And it's a central location where all the women could just easily have access to go. Like you got something lined up, they're not gonna think twice to meet up with you there because they know it's safe. It's not
Yeah.
like some crazy barrio that they feel unsafe about or whatnot. And then if you want to spend a little bit more bread, then I would go to Piantini, which is like right where the Blue Mall is, with all the. It basically has. If you stay there, you could get an Airbnb for a good number. I would say right now, like $100 a night, something like that. But the JW Marriott is gonna be more like US prices, like anywhere
Mhm.
from 250 to 300. But it's stuck to the mall. It's actually right where the mall
Yeah, I
is.
saw it, man. That's an awesome thing. But look, what I'm trying to do right now myself, I do real estate in the United States. Brother was asking what we do. So I do real estate in the United States, but in Santo Domingo, I got a deal on the table right now for two Airbnbs that's right next to the Agura Mall. And if everything goes right, I
I
will
would.
have me and a couple of brothers. I'm letting other brothers get on in on this. I'm trying to get brothers to do this where they can make money. Um, Two, also, we're gonna put $10,000 up a piece, buy these Airbnbs, and make money like this because when I come back, I'm about to land back. I got to meet with a couple of builders in Santo Domingo, and I'm gonna create an opportunity where men will actually be able to buy their own Airbnbs. I mean, a couple of us in my Facebook group, we got over 6,000 people.
Well, Ronan,
So,
you could hit me up on the back end. I might have some things that could be in play.
yeah, yeah, we can do that too, man. Also, I got things in Santo Domingo Este, in the city central. I got some other places close to the airport. So people look, because I made a YouTube channel, is getting bigger. I got so many Dominican developers reaching out to me, you wouldn't even believe it, to showing people the opportunity. So I'm going to help men be able to get Airbnb, their own Airbnbs, be able to do these things because I'm about the brotherhood. I'm about us being able to. It's one thing to talk, another thing to build. And when you can build your own things, because look, let me give you an example, Romeo. Anytime I stay at an Airbnb that's for somebody else, people will say, "Hey, can you stay in my Airbnb?" I stay there a day or two. When I stay there and put it on YouTube, they book solid for a year just from me making a video, just like that. So imagine what we could do. We could build our own hotels. There's so many of us, a couple of $1,000, a couple of us putting up a couple of $1,000. We can build our own Hiltons, our own whatever, make it guest friendly. And boy, let me tell you, you know how many men gonna stay there? Is book solid. You're done. We have so much power that men. That's why they keep us divided, fighting over you're Latino, you're black, you're white. This one, and they keep us fighting because of this reason. But if we come together like butt cheeks, we be rich.
But
That's
that's
all we
what
gotta do.
I tell a lot of the brothers. When you go to these new places, yeah, the women is great, but there's so much more opportunity. Start
Yeah.
networking and look at potential business opportunities. Like I recently went a couple of months ago. I was down in South Korea, and you know, um,
Okay.
good business opportunity came out of that. So always keep an eye for things like that, because all it's gonna do is gonna help you. If your goal is to make a certain amount of bread so you could leave the states, that's what's gonna help you propel you to that goal.
Yeah, you're gonna win. All you gotta do is have the right mindset. Understand, like I think a lot of men don't understand what investments are. When you invest, that don't mean you get a return tomorrow. Like, give my money back. You gotta
Right.
invest, and like you get your money like that. It's compounding interest.
It's
So
building up that investment portfolio.
yeah, this ain't the James Morrison Tulsa Real Estate Fund. We're gonna do something way different. Look, I do good already myself in the United States. That's how I'm able to live in the DR, have place in the United States. But so for me to even open up to let brothers come into what I'm doing, is different because I do good already. So I don't really need anybody to come help me do nothing. So when I
Well,
open up, I'm helping somebody else do something
Well,
and it's a little bit more harder, you know.
brother, you also got to keep in mind not everybody is a potential good business partner. So you kind
Mhm.
of got to vet
True.
that as well, you know. Not
No,
everybody has some
you're
people
right.
have interior motives and whatnot. So you got to, kind of tread lightly just so it could all be, a positive outcome and whatnot.
Brother Romeo, you dropping the game. We're gonna let my brother Black Cleaner get in before we
All right.
cut off, man. I appreciate you being part of it. Look, man, I don't have your information, but hit me at RonintheTraveler@gmail.com. Anytime your family, you can jump on. Any of your brothers, anytime y'all want to jump on. If any of your brothers got YouTube channels also, and you want to be part of what we're doing, I mean, this is my channel. See, this is a good thing about me having a YouTube channel. My money don't come from YouTube like that. I make good money on YouTube, so I will collab with brothers long as they not police, long as they not trying to hate on brothers, doing their thing. I will always collab with a brother and try to help them blow their channel up. Tell you guys, anybody you see on my channel, you support those brothers because if I talk about them brothers, they real ones. That's a real thing. Like this is a real one coming up, brother Black Cleaner, man. Salute to you. Thank you, brother Romeo. Brother
All right,
Black
brother.
Cleaner.
I'll send you on the back end. I'll reach out. Actually gonna be in Santo Domingo within the next few weeks. So
Yeah, me too. Also, I'll be back. I'll be back, man. Link up with me. Maybe you go. Me and you gonna drink some beers. Get with me, my brother.
all right, brother.
Before you
All
get
right.
off, Brother Roll, what part of Boston you from?
Okay.
What's up?
I said, what part of Boston you from? I'm from Mattapan.
Okay.
All right, Jamaica Plain, brother. Where all the Dominicans are at. But I also lived in Lynn, and right now I'm currently living. You know where they made the new Encore? I'm about 10 minutes
Yeah.
from the new Encore right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm born and raised there. So I was, I'm from
Oh yeah.
Mattapan, went to the military, came back, and then
You already
moved to
know.
Braintree, and then I moved down to Atlanta. So,
Did you go to the parade? You already know.
oh, nah, I'm in Panama right now, man. But I did see I wish I was there when the Celtics won. Shout out to the champions.
Shout out to the
You was there?
Celtics.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was man, the whole city came out. It was crazy.
All right, yeah. So definitely, I need to get your information so we could chop it up, break some bread. If I'm in Boston or even if I'm in the DR, because I'm about to head there myself too, because I gotta make this border run.
All right. I'll reach out. Just send me an email. Send the email in the back room or something, and I'll reach out to you and the brother Ronin, and we'll put something together.
All
Yeah,
right,
if you
most
don't
definitely.
reach out to me, I send it to him. And
All right.
RonintheTraveler@gmail.com. Reach out, brother Romeo. Man, I got you. Reach out. I'll send it to brother Black Cleaner. Brother Romeo, you don't have a YouTube channel or nothing, huh?
No, I've been getting inspired to might start something in the near future. I got
Man, we'll start something, man. You got a family now. This is the family. You don't gotta
yeah.
worry. We gonna help you.
I got a few things in mind. I think I could add something a little bit different to the travel space that the brothers could enjoy. So
Nah, you got a lot because you a real Dominican. You could come in there. I'm not an authentic Dominican, but I'm a Dominican. They need that. They need that real Kool-Aid. You come in there and be a real. And I'm gonna give you a platform. You can come right here and you can talk with the brothers. And because to me, it's all about us building a real brotherhood. And nobody know Dominicans like a real Dominican. You understand?
yeah, I will, just
Yeah.
giving you some gems from the other side, that
That's
you
why
don't.
we need you. So make your stuff whenever you're ready. You holler at your boy, and we're gonna let you come in. And you got a gateway. You got the yellow brick road to the brotherhood. So you're
All
good,
right,
brother.
brother.
All right.
I appreciate that, brother. I'll definitely reach out.
All right, my brother, man. I appreciate you. Brother Black Cleaner, man, how are you doing, big dog?
I'm blessed and highly favored in the name of, in the words of Charlemagne the God. Yeah, that's how I'm
Yeah.
doing right now. Enjoying this hot summer life, rainy season here in Panama.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good. I just got my release papers so I can go back to the
You
DR.
getting a lag or something? Because I'm.
Do we got a lag? Well, any one of us?
Oh, man.
Brother Ryan.
Yes, sir.
I got a lag. Do Brother Black Cleaner got a lag? Do you hear me?
Nah, you good. Nah, I hear
I'm
you.
good.
I hear you
So
good.
Brother Black Cleaner got a little lag.
Yeah, I think he had a little lag.
Yeah, he got a little lag, man. Brother Black Cleaner is a solid brother. Okay. You all right now,
Yeah,
Black Cleaner?
Yeah, I'm excellent.
Okay. Yeah. So look. So go ahead, Kim. Continue on. Cause the brothers say we all right.
Oh, I could piggyback a little bit on what Brother Romeo was talking about in terms of living in not living in the DR, but dealing with some of the Dominicans. Because yeah, they definitely do vet you. I mean, I do have a story time for that because I remember when I was up in Santo Domingo and I linked with a group of Dominicans. I believe I was at VIPs, and once VIP was over, they took me to this after hours, and it was like 3 chicks, and so they took me to the after hours. It was in this nice hotel. It was like about 5-10 minutes, outside of town. And they had a nice little VIP area. And, we walking in, I'm walking in with them, and we go up in VIP. Now, one of the girls, she was interested in me. And, one of the homeboys was telling me because he was the only one that spoke English. So while I'm sitting there, I'm in VIP, I'm feeling good. And then the homegirl, she sends, does a little translator, says, hey, can you get us something to drink? She wants some Moet. So I'm like, all right, no problem, because I'm up, y'all done, got the VIP area. So it's nothing for me to, be able to participate and pay some contribution. I go over to the bar and, buy the Moet. But homeboy, he's running down. He's like, hey, Poppy, what you doing, man? What you doing? I'm like, what? She wanted some Moet. Man, don't get that girl nothing, man. She gonna think you a simp. She just sent you on a fool's mission. But it was already too late. I already done bought the Moet, it was $75. So I was like, it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing for me. I'm here on vacation enjoying myself, just like what you said, that we have that colonizer mentality. So, okay, that's what we do in the States. We pop bottles or whatever. So $75, I'm on vacation. Hey, it's not just for her, it's for everybody. But yeah, because I did that move, now it's like, okay, this dude ain't street smart. So now all of a sudden her whole mood, she's over there talking with her girls and her whole idea about me has changed. So yeah, you definitely gotta, have your street smarts about you when it comes to dealing with, with women who are of a higher caliber, because they are going to be vetting you just like you're going to be vetting them.
Man, that's real talk, Brother Black Clean. Look, so in Panama, what do you think is the difference between dating women in Panama and the DR, as far as Santo Domingo and where you've been at?
Well, there is. The only difference that I see in dating the Panamanian women here versus dating in the DR is that they're a little bit more reserved here. You do have your same type, just like what he was talking about in Santo Domingo, where you have the 60% that are just not for that. I'd bump it up to 70%. And then you're going to have your 10% that's going to be the choppy adoras that's playing the long term. And then you're going to have that up. Actually, I would say the 20% would be the choppy adoras that's going to be playing the long term game. And then you're going to have 10% that are just straight P for P transactional.
Yeah. So let me ask you this too. So if a brother wanted right now, I probably asked you this before. Let's say we got an American brother. He got $2,000 a month. Should he move to Panama? and he's staying. Because look, I have considered Panama myself. But if all I have is $2,000, I got a guaranteed $2,000 a month. Should I move to Panama?
Yeah, I mean, $2,500 most definitely will give you a good lifestyle in Panama. You'll be staying, you know, up in Panama City, and you know, living, because mine's is a 3-bedroom. I got it's $1,000 a month. I do actually have a roommate.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So you could definitely get, you know, something, a bang for your buck on $2,000 a month here. If you're trying to live a little bit, you know, below the lavish lifestyle, you're just trying to live like a normal Panamanian, you could actually do that on $1,500 to $1,000 a month. But, you know, you're going to be outside of the city. You know, you're going to be in one of those.
So hold on, Black Cleaner. So $1,000.
Yeah, the average Panamanian lives off $1,000 a month.
So if you got a brother coming from the United States, regardless of what color they are, and they said, look, I want to come move to Panama, and he only has $1,000 a month, he can live without getting robbed or anything happening to him?
Yeah. But as I said, his lifestyle is going to be a lot lower, because outside the city, along the train line, you have the different neighborhoods. So you would just have to pick a safe neighborhood to live, which is along the train line. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll live in one of the neighborhoods out on the train line outside of the city, where, you know, you can get a 3-bedroom for about $300, $400 a month. But the bedrooms are small. They don't have AC. So everything you're going to have to furnish it yourself, you know, do all of the upgrades yourself. But it's definitely possible. My girl, she lives closer to the airport outside the city. So her apartment would rent. She has a 3-bedroom backyard. You know, it's the houses are like all brick, just like in you know, Santo Domingo. You know, similar setup, but at the same time, no AC. You know, you got to have your own AC. No hot water. You got to have your house retrofitted with the hot water attachments. But it rents for $500 a month. So yeah, you definitely could do it.
But look, let me ask you a question, because men always ask me this. So if a brother was thinking about moving to Panama, could they reach out to you and you can guide them? I mean, surely not for free, but you can, because you got to pay you for your time. But if a brother wanted tomorrow, say, look, I want to reach out to Black Cleaner and move to Panama, would you guide them? Could they need?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So again, can you put your information out and let brothers know how? Because I get this a lot. They're like, man, how I reach out with Black Cleaner, man? I'm like, man, Black Cleaner will drop his stuff. You know, you got to send me.
Not a problem. As I said, follow me on Instagram. That's where you'll be able to find me, the Black Cleaner. Any hashtag with the Black Cleaner or Black Cleaner in it. Even in you know, Blue Book Passport Cartel, that Facebook group. You can find me up in there. You can do the hashtag Black Cleaner, or, you know, I'm under Nayrin Ifsai. That's the my name that I use in that group on Facebook. Either one, you'll be able to find me. And then of course you have my information. So those are the best ways to be all day.
When I tell you, people ask me, man, Black Cleaner, I want to go to Panama, because look, not everybody want to come to Dior, not everybody want to go to Colombia, and everybody want to go this place, because look, I have homies, man. It's real talk. I have people in Honduras. I have people in Ecuador. I roll with people all over, man. Look, Panama everywhere. And look, many men that I've talked to love Panama. They say it's like Miami. How close you think Panama is to Miami? That vibe. Panama City.
The equivalent of what Santo Domingo is to Miami. You know, probably about, I'd say, 10% closer than Santo Domingo. Because when I look at Panama and I look outside my balcony, I feel like I'm in Santo Domingo, because they have the same type of cityscape.
I see what you living in. Man, give him a little view. Brother Black Cleaner, give him a view, big dog. Give him a view. Look at the view, big dog. Look, this is how brothers living. Oh man, it's beautiful. Oh wait, man, look. Shout out.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at the view, big. Look how brothers are living.
What?
Man, that is beautiful. Black Cleaner. That is beautiful. See how brothers living? Yeah. Listen, and do you have any regrets of your new lifestyle?
Say that again.
Do you have any regrets?
No. This was actually the best move that I made because, financially, I could live in Atlanta, because I do own my own condo out there, so I don't got to pay a mortgage there. But even being there, okay, I'm going to be paying between $4,000 and $5,000 a month just to live.
Yes. Here,
I cut that in half. So, that's a no-brainer. I've had the similar situation back in, 2016, 2017, when I bought a big house in Atlanta and, I'm working, being on that treadmill to try to keep up with the mortgage. And then I ended up, getting behind on my mortgage. And then I ended up coming into a lump sum of money due to a personal injury case. And I had a choice, either pay my mortgage or there was a condo for sale for $30,000 cash. And I made that decision. I was like, okay, I could pay my mortgage, but I'm still going to owe $100,000 that I'm going to have to be paying and getting on that treadmill every month in order to pay that mortgage. But once I pay this condo for $30,000, I don't have no mortgage anymore. So of course I walked away from the house and got the condo. That was the better move. So when I came to that crossroad, last year, this past August, same situation. It was like, okay, I could stay here and, the economy has gone up with inflation. So everything is, got more expensive, or I could be in Panama where everything is half. It's a no-brainer. Yeah. You're going to choose the better of the two. Yeah. And that's what I did. I chose to live here for $2,500.
Yeah. And you say you went to Panama because you had already had family members who had experienced Panama.
Yeah. My aunt retired from the IRS and she moved here. So, she pretty much was my Harriet Tubman to freedom.
And you're
my the Matrix, as they say.
You're my Frederick Douglass, because I'm coming to Panama to visit. I'm going to get with you. So, you would put, so a lot of men are going to Panama because Panama is awesome. So why would you put Panama in front of any place? You say brothers need to come there. I'm not talking about Trickeration Nation coming there looking for that trouble. I'm talking about a regular man who just he's like, look, man, I'm dating the United States. I'm retired. I just want a normal life. I ain't talking about Trickeration Nation. I'm talking about not talking about what people would call passport pookies, any of that, Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm talking about regular dudes that want to live like you.
Well, I told you in the last podcast that you had, last podcast that you had, I break it down into segments where you have the DR and the Colombia area where I call that the frat house. You got your brotherhood definitely going on in Colombia and DR. When you go to Tulum, Mexico, when you go to Jamaica, that's your sorority. So you got all your sisters going to those areas. Well, here in Panama, you have pretty much a little bit of everything because you have a large retiree, tribe here. You have a lot of people who are over 65. So you got all your aunties and your grandmas and your uncles and your grandpas that are here retired. On top of you'll have a little bit of the brotherhood and the sisterhood all mixed in. The digital nomads who will come here, who are here to visit their family or just here to get away because they understand. International living was the one that bigged up Panama real good because the fact Panama is summer all year round, of course. They only got a rainy season and a dry season. There's no hurricanes and no tornadoes here. Wow, so that's why.
Damn.
Yeah, no hurricanes and no tornadoes because it's in Central America. So, of course, in that little Central America area, the those hurricanes and those tornadoes and those tsunamis and all of that can't get through into that Central America part because North America and South America block the all of those winds from coming into the that little area. So that's why they love it here. So that's one of the good reasons a lot of the retirees choose here.
I'm used to hurricane. You might make me come to Panama myself, big dog.
Exactly. This is the best place to be during hurricane season, of course. You know that what is it? August to November, or actually, for anybody who's from the Dominican Republic, August to November would be the best time to come here. And then, of course, too,
Black Cleaner, I'm coming. Look, let me ask you something, man. For a man that is coming, will he have a hard time? How should a American man coming to Panama date women? Should he get on Tinder? Should he just cold approach? What should, if I'm coming tomorrow, what should I do to meet a regular? I don't want a woman who receives the pound town, just a regular woman. What should I do?
All of those work here. You got Tinder, you got Bumble, all of those apps work. You can also, as I said, definitely cold approach, at the mall, go to the club in our version of Zona Colonial, which is it's called Casco Viejo. I was just there this past weekend. I'm actually going there tonight. Yeah, I mean, because they love, a person who has a little bit of machismo about them. So if, you cold approach them, they definitely gonna, be receptive to it, especially if, you from being, an American or from, out of town. Because every time I cold approach, I get the little smile or whatever. And, we just take it from there. Especially if you're funny. If you got a sense of humor, you'll definitely be able to win here.
I'm gonna be all right, man. The world don't turn. That's my secret weapon. I talk mad stuff, man. Black Cleaner, man. I really appreciate. Got a super chat. Borders ruins necessary in DR. I don't know what that means, but brother, so brother Ryan, you know what that means right there? Our border runs. Wait, that's for Haitians? I don't understand.
He's basically saying in terms of having to wait. Well, in the Dominican Republic, you can overstay, but if you overstay and you go to the airport, they're going to charge you a fine, and then of course
it's not
you
that
just
much.
pay that fine. But
Man, your
go
fine
ahead.
is cheap. Look, brother, let me tell you, Black Cleaner. I stayed in DR one time a year. I paid it was such a small amount of money. I couldn't even believe it. What did I pay? I got a list. I will put it in my on my community post. You don't pay that much. That's one thing I like about DR. You don't have to pay that much at all. But here's the thing people don't realize. I even have health insurance in the DR because of my old lady. My old lady's a principal. I'm on her health insurance. I have health insurance in the United States and the DR. So you got to find you a solid chick. I got a solid chick. My old lady principal. She do whatever I say. But she's a solid chick. You got to find a winner. And the reason why I'm doing a video about this soon, to you, they older or younger. Man, I had more problems with young chicks, but a woman, my old lady, like 10 years still younger than me. But she's still younger than me. So I'm about to be 46. So my old lady's younger than me, but she is still benefiting me. You got to benefit me, and I'm gonna benefit you. That's just what I believe in, the barter system. I take care of you, you take care of me, man. So, brother Black Cleaner, I really appreciate it. We about to stop the stream, but look, anytime you brothers want to get on, we can have these discussions, man. And I appreciate all the brothers that's rocking with the channel. So, let me tell you, Black Cleaner. If you know how many people ask me for your YouTube channel, brother, you need to go ahead on and make a YouTube channel. You need to go
It's
ahead
in the
on.
works. It's in the works.
Okay, you just go ahead on. Look, the brothers put on. Brothers say, "How old are them silent Dominican?" Look, my old lady is 37, 37, 38. Wait, she's 30, 36, 37. So there's solid Dominican chicks. Just don't try to get them in Sasua. Look, Sasua is for play. Don't look at Sasua. Like, here's the problem. There's so many like cheek clapping videos and men showing women in Sasua, a lot of men. And Brother Ryan, this is something that you're gonna experience. People are gonna equate you, even though you don't talk nothing about Sasua in your videos. You have a video, but haters will equate you to Sasua. They equate many things to Sasua in the deal. And look, even in Sasua itself, most people in Sasua not showing the cheeks. These are creek cam guys. So people can't put a face to creek camming. So they will use us who have a face and put us to creek camming, even though we're not creek camming. So, and these are the haters, and mostly black dudes. They'll be like, "Well, Ronin the Traveler." I'm like, wait, I've never creep cam nobody. I know the creep cameras. I know many of them. A lot of them are our Haitian brothers who doing that, or they brothers. Are they? I know the brothers who doing it. Let's put it like this: who's creep camming? They can't shoot them because they don't show their face, but because people like me, you, Taylor Made, Brother Flip, all these brothers in the DR who show our face, they can say, well, that's the problem. Even though we're not the problem. We're just talking about our individual story. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy that you see people do that?
Is crazy.
We're not
like
crazy. You'll show, even if you're showing a woman, you've talked to this woman you dated or whatever, but people will look at you like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. No, we're not doing that. So
nice.
Yeah, it's just corny. So, Brother Black Cleaner, I appreciate you for getting on. It's awesome, man. Brother Black Cleaner, we do a one-on-one. I hope you get a YouTube channel soon. Your own YouTube channel. I will help promote you as much as I can. And my brother, right here, Brother Ryan. This is what it's all about. Brotherhood, all of us connecting, man. So
I appreciate it. I appreciate it 100%, man. This is amazing.
Yeah. We're going to in the stream, Brother Black Cleaner. What are you getting into tonight, big dog? I see the cityscape behind you. You getting into something tonight, big dog?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I'm definitely going to be out at the old town, Casco Viejo, looking like the 40-year-old creep messing around with these young 24 youngins.
Hey, man, you're winning. Look, man, brother, right now you're winning. Look, I'm coming. Look, I'm about to go back home to DR, man. So my foot's still messed up, but I'm going. I can't wait no more. I'm going back. But brother, Black Cleaner, I'm gonna get with you. I'm telling you, I'm coming to Panama coming up. I don't know too much about it. It will be good. I'm not going to expose nothing, but I want to be there and to see what it's like, man. So look, appreciate you, guys, brother. So, brother Black Cleaner, man, I appreciate you for stepping in. Get your YouTube channel straight, and we will definitely kick it in soon, man. Thank you, brother. So, brother Ryan,
Yes, sir.
Did you have a good time with the brothers?
Hey, man, it was amazing, man. I appreciate you, man, for letting me come on the platform, man. Thanks a million.
We brothers.
Hey, we brothers for life, man. I'm always here. If you ever need anything, I'm here, man. And I appreciate you sharing your platform with me, man.
Oh, my platform is your platform, brother. So when are you going back to DR?
I'm actually going to Colombia in August. So
okay.
I'm thinking if I should do a little quick DR run in July, but I'm also thinking I should just put all my energy towards the Colombia trip, and it'll probably make it as fire as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me know. I will be in DR the whole month.
Of July?
Yeah, I'll be in there the whole month and more than that, but I have to come back to the United States because I got legal stuff going on with Section 8 cases and all that. Here's the thing when you do real estate. I have so much other stuff going on. So I fly back to DR on I don't know if it's the 6th or the 10th. I'll be back in DR. I will be in Santo Domingo, and I will stay there for a while. But if you're there at the same time as me,
hey, I got you. I'll link you up. If I decide to do a little quick trip in July, I'll definitely hit you
but
up.
mean you in Colombia. Let me know, man. Look, you need to hook up with On Jay. What part of Colombia you going to?
I'm actually going to Medellin.
Yeah, but are you in our passport group?
In the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I joined it recently. Yeah, I just joined it recently.
Asking the brothers that's in Medellin because look, I might come meet you out there. Look, one thing about me, even though I got my little boot on, I got my boot. I got my boot. I got my Dayton's on my boot.
Hey, it's all good.
I won't roll up on you, but look, here's what it's about. Look, before we stop this, man, let me say this. Right. And shout out to the brother Passport Bros. Right there, he got a good channel too. He's another brother talking about Santo Domingo and these things. Look, let me tell you, brother, something, man. Right. Our power is in us coming together, in us brothers rolling like this. This is our power. So I will always support the brotherhood. So wherever you go, support brothers, big dog, and your channel will grow. So
I appreciate.
And you want to be part of my family, I will make sure your channel grow more than anything else. So it's on you. I can't make you be part of the family.
Hey man, I'm here. I would love to, man. I'll be watching videos. I stay in tune.
Yeah, but I will make sure we grow. We all of us grow. I eat. We all gonna eat. That's how I am. You know, a lot of people do that? Look, I've came in the game and I've shouted out YouTubers bigger than me. They don't pay no attention. They're like, yeah. But I'm a kind of guy. If I'm bigger than the other dude, I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to lift you up. See the difference?
Right.
Roll with people like that. But look, you got a requirement that you need to do too. Dudes smaller than you, big dog, Brother Ryan, you support them. And I'm going to tell you, if you got that kind of mindset, you will be unstoppable. Don't think like ninjas think. Think like a boss think, and you will win. And that's the thing. Anytime I do live streams, you're welcome to come on with us. I got your information. I'm gonna pump you out there. You will. So you kept it real. You showed what you was about. You say, hey man, this is that.
That's killing me.
But you kept it real. You kept it real. So it was your first time. We'll do another one, and you show your time when you. And look, smashing cheeks is easy. But dealing with with the other part of yourself is a little bit hard, man. So, man, I appreciate you, man. So, man, we are out. Shout out to all the brothers, man. We in here, Brother Ryan. You are family.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Well, put your channel out there again before we stop.
Yeah, man. It's vacation time with Ryan, man. I'll drop it in the chat. Vacation time with Ryan, all one word. I appreciate y'all a million. I dropped it in the chat again.
Yeah, it's in the description. Make sure you follow our brother. And to all you guys, ain't nothing gonna stop us. We winning, man. So salute to the Kings. We out here. So, man, shout out to you brothers, man. We are out here, man. We winning. Ain't nothing gonna stop us.
Por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te do que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te do que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo quiero que, por lo quiero que no que. Por lo que te do que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te do que no puedo que, por lo quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te do que no puedo puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que, pero ya no, lo repito que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que, no tengo luna. Que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que, pero ya no por lo que te doy que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que, pero ya no te tengo que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que, no tengo luna. Que no puedo que, por lo que te doy que no puedo que, pues no quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que. Quiero que no puedo que, quiero que no puedo que, pues no quiero que, pues no quiero que, no que, veo ya no. Que no puedo que, no quiero que no puedo que.